Lo, it will come to pass that the puppets of time will rule the land and will unite the nations through humor and wit, and that the way of the leaf will be known far and wide for their puppety goodness and overall unscripted fun times. And beautiful peals of laughter shall top every mountain and sweep through every vale, a joyous wind of mirth and peace that proclaims,
"This is the LeafCast," with Ryan and his brother Dan, and first-time readers Todd, Josh, and KayK. A deep dive into Robert Jordan's epic fantasy series, The Wheel of Time. Let the puppets of chaos rule!
Brian, pump it up.
That was a premature. Oh, yeah. Welcome to the LeafCast, a first-time reader show based on the epic fantasy series, The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. My name is Ryan, and I'm currently feeling like my eyes are being pulled out of my head.
And I am Ryan Dan, and my neck is old. If you want to give it to the hangman or headsman, I'm almost done with it anyway. Oh, Tom, you're muted.
Oh, no.
Oh, and that's Tom.
I don't know why I'm muted.
Oh, there. Oh.
Am I still muted?
No, there you are. You're good.
Yay, I'm here now. I wasn't here, and now I'm here, and things are great.
It was like a reverse balefire.
It was scary. I was scared. I was worried.
You're
All right,
back.
well, yes. Again, Tom is joining us as Dastardly.
Oh, that little scamp.
Well, we're here to talk about the books. This is episode 93 of our first time reader show, and this show would not be anything without them. Let's bring them in right now.
Bring it in. And they live happily ever
after.
What's happening? Am I here?
There you, yep, there you are.
You're here.
I
In all
fell
your
in-
glory.
I fell in the Arth Ocean apparently, just over here. It was this the thing that tells directions, whatever that is.
Oh yeah. Your ship ran right into that.
Yep, right into it. It was crazy.
That's the abridged map.
Thing that's huge and just right in the middle of the ocean.
Oh,
A big
well.
compass. Hello, Kay. Hello, Josh. It's been a while.
Hey, it's been a while. Brother Dan, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yay! Hey, Brother Dan.
Thank you.
Hey, Tom.
Hello.
Hey, Ryan.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Looking
I
good,
got
looking
missions.
dapper as always.
MrHowley, MaTsDaGgerX, Althor's Taint. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, everyone.
Althor's Taint. I hope it's
We
clean.
got some audio issues going on, y'all. Dan, you keep cutting out,
Yep.
Mike.
and we got an echo somewhere.
Echo somewhere?
Everybody mute the Discord.
I am not in Discord.
All right, I jumped out of Discord. I think that was me. All right, yeah, Brother Dan.
Nope, still there.
Echo.
Oh.
It is you, though, sir. We're super professional. Totally professionals.
We know what we're doing, always. This
I have
is
no
how
idea
to
what am I doing.
stop.
I'm on my laptop mic now. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. This is a new mic. It shouldn't be doing that.
It might have just been overloading.
Yeah.
It's too much greatness. It couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Twitch is
Maybe just bring
here.
your game down a little
Yay!
bit
All
with
of
that
us
mic.
here.
There's so much felt on this stream right now.
All right, let's try this again. Hey, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I felt like, a classic, perfect intro from the LeafCast. We're going to be talking about chapter 17 through 19 of Fires of Heaven. It's been great at my house. We're listening to Kay exclaim loudly, "What the F?" all the time, especially when Nynaeve's POVs are on. So this is going to be a good show. Brother Dan, take it away.
Well, yeah. Welcome everyone. Chapter 17 through 19 this week. The Fires of Heaven. Chapter 17 has an icon I'm not sure if we've seen before. Kind of got like a Banana Republic icon, or like if you have like one of them, like
it's bougie.
Like
the bougie icon.
I'm thinking like a husky guy kind of Hawaiian shirt. I'm
Husky
sure
guy.
Like Tommy
tag.
Bahama.
Yeah, Tommy Bahama. That's something like that.
All right, hey, put that up on the screen, Kay.
Oh.
Sarandon's icon.
Ah,
Interesting. All right.
a surdite.
Sir D, thank you. That's what
I got
was-
real quick. Kay, is a Tommy Bahama's bougie?
Very.
Okay, good.
A very expensive, same cotton as all the other cottons. Kind of top t-shirt for men, button down, collar.
Are they made out of elephants or something? Like what's?
Are you saying Tommy Bahama is a top?
No.
They don't.
You can get shorts. You can get pants. It's a store where
Oh.
one can shop.
AKA bottoms.
I'm not sure if they
AKA
exist
bottoms.
anymore, honestly.
I'm glad me and Ryan are on the same page.
Yeah.
You know that guy who
Yeah, get over here, kid.
Puppet concert, and like everyone piles into his big RV, and you go like super luxe, and you're like, oh wow, and he's like $50 for parking, no problem. Here, thanks, champ. He calls everyone champ. That guy wears Tommy Bahamas.
Yeah.
The guy who during Labor Day like just parks his boat out by a bar, and yells at people to show them their areolas. That guy wears Tommy Bahamas.
Only the areola though.
Show me
I feel like you're
areola.
calling
Cover
you're
the
calling all of
nipple.
us Floridians out right now. You know that, right?
The actual nipple part. I just want to see the areola. That's it.
Yeah, cover that nip. We don't want to see that shit. Areola only, please. Thank you.
Show me
No
the
breast
Show me the plate.
I'm all plate, no cup.
Plate.
I mean,
no,
that's the essence of a wet T-shirt contest at a parrot lovers concert.
show me your underboob.
The sweaty
I'm really feeling Florida. Florida is getting called out right now. We're all
Hey,
gonna
Florida
riot.
has the best underboob.
in a big way.
If your name's not Arizona, then Florida has the best underboob.
I mean, watch next week. Josh comes out with Tommy Bahamas.
Except right now, all underboobs in Florida are moist.
Quite moist.
They're
It's a little soggy.
That's a
soggy underboob.
Yeah.
that's a great and random point, brother Tom.
It's warm here. Is my point. It's warm.
So true. So true. So warm. Everything just deflates, but also you have a lot of, retired folks there. So
I wish they would
I
retire
think
from
Tommy
life.
Bahama.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Areola only is pretty accurate.
That's our next bumper sticker. Areola only.
That is right. Yes. Love it. Merch.
So this is a Nynaeve point of view chapter. They are leaving Sanda. They're sneaking out. Elaine's laying with a cold compress across her face while Nynaeve pretends to sew and just keeps poking her thumb. And as soon as the person goes, they go, boom, we're in action. Boom. Bye, Sanda. They catch up with Tom and Julian outside of town. And there's talk about the White Cloaks and the false dragon and Tyr. Tom is like, Pedronile is trying to unite the nations against Rand. I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, you're dumb. Nynaeve's like, you're dumb. Well, not in so many words. She says, not that I don't believe it, but how could you learn that? You cannot think some White Cloak simply told you. But he does his Tom thing, his Sherlock Holmes Tom. And there's false dragons and Tyr. And shit's kind of going down. Elaine's like, well, Mother will support Rand. I know that because she's cool. They're like, yeah, maybe not.
Wait. Let's not skip over this part. I like this part. Nynaeve seems to have a shift in her attitude towards Tom right at this moment. Like, because she notices him shaking his head, and she says, I need to keep an eye on that guy. Maybe he knows more than he's pretending to know, or something like that, correct?
Yeah.
It says, quote, the old Gleeman always seemed to put together rumors and whispers and come up with right answers far more often than not. No, not a Gleeman. She had to remember that. Whatever he might claim, he had been a court bard and had probably seen court intrigue like that in his stories as close hand. Perhaps even dabbled in it himself if he had been Morgase's lover. She eyed him sideways, that leathery face with bushy white eyebrows, those long mustaches as snowy as the hair on his head. There was no accounting for some woman's taste. So I don't know if that's what you were talking about, but
yeah. And so Skeeter's point says, Nynaeve inexplicably doesn't think Tom is a badass for some reason until this very point.
Yeah, because Morgase would just, have some dude just that plays music.
Well, she never knew, right? Elaine only tells her the page prior to the start of the chapter that Tom was her mother's lover. So,
So she's just putting it together.
It's fresh info, essentially.
So she's like, obviously this woman would have somebody more useful.
a strong woman, Tom said pleasantly. Love that.
Putting it lightly, for sure.
Can you say it pleasantly, Dan?
A strong woman.
A strong woman.
A strong woman.
There we go.
You guys said it sexy.
A strong woman. The strongest woman in the
She's strong.
Is
strong.
She's just so strong.
Muy fuerte.
Muy caliente. Muy caliente.
They get back to the menagerie. Now, I wasn't here for a couple weeks. I assume you guys sang I'm Val and Luca. I live on the second floor.
We sang praises of his suit.
Oh, I didn't know.
And calves. I did compliment his calves. I did. I'm pretty
well-turned calves were mentioned.
Proof that Brother Dan doesn't watch his own show when he's not on it.
All right, I'm Val and Luca. I have a menagerie. You guys, if you're gonna stay here, then you're gonna have to work for me. And if you see me late at night, creeping, trying to fuck or fight, just don't argue.
Nice. Beautiful.
Where's that, Suzanne Vega?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't know music. I'm bad at music.
Yeah, no mention of calves, Dan.
Val and Luca, oh. My calf is so rounded, man.
And well turned calves.
I'm smuggling boulders here.
Am I frozen?
No.
Oh,
No.
Weird. Okay, you guys are totally frozen to me, and I cannot touch my computer, but that's okay. Oh!
Uh-oh.
It's a really...
It's happening.
She's
now
going. Yeah, now she's frozen.
Like monster. Yeah, she's frozen.
Internet is broken.
So Val and Luca's like,
yes, Val and Luca.
Well, look who's here.
Check out my calves.
You calf-loving bitches are back, huh?
Couldn't get away.
couldn't get enough of these leg meat. Elaine's like, boom, we'll pay your expenses 100 gold pieces when we get there too. Marks.
Yeah. As soon as he heard that money, he was like, okay, I guess so.
And,
I mean,
and then he's like,
I do have to point out here, I love the mirroring of Elaine and Morghese both dressing beneath their station, essentially masquerading as commoners, and then escaping from their domicile to find a man. It's like when I read this and then I read the next chapter, it was just like, whoa, like this is the same archetype, the same architecture of the narrative between mother and daughter. And then that got me looking deeper at like what other parallels there might be between the two of them.
Okay, nice.
Besides their attraction to Tom. And I don't have anything crystallized out of that yet, but I think more will come at some point.
well, to your point, Josh, Morghese even put soot in her hair, so her hair is a darker color.
Yeah,
like
exactly, which has already, Nynaeve already dyed Elaine's hair with the beans back in.
Oh, okay, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so it's like this.
They're both going through the same thing, kind of.
I was wondering about that. Yeah, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I was actually confused when I was listening to it again today because I have to listen to it many times. Yeah, I was like, wait, when she's doing cartwheels, when Elaine is doing cartwheels, they mentioned the dark hair, and I was like, wait, wasn't her hair lighter? And I didn't pick up that Nynaeve had dyed it. So yeah.
But did you notice the parallels between Morghese and Elaine's stories, that they were doing exactly the same thing?
I've only read this like 25 times, and no, I've never noticed that ever.
And welcome to Joshland.
Yeah.
Hey, that's funny. Yeah. I thought they were talking about a different kind of hair. She's doing cartwheels.
Oh my gosh! Like carpet doesn't match the drains.
Not even close.
No, she has long skirts on. I imagine she's got some like bloomers or some shit.
Bloomer? Okay, yeah.
I haven't heard bloomers in like I don't even know since my grandmother passed away.
Well, I'm imagining like real bloomers. Like they're old schooly bloomers with like the elastic around the knee, like kind of ruffles out,
and the ruffle, the three ruffles on the back.
Poof, yeah. That's what.
Like they turned bathing suits into like bloomer suits, right? The early bathing suits look like just bloomers. Anyways.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm just thinking about the old timey pictures.
They have little caps. Well, that's. I mean, a little later, I think.
Little caps.
Little caps.
Little caps.
All
right. Like Joshy Pie.
That is a little cap.
Move right along.
Cap.
Moving. Elaine gives a story about a fake arranged marriage. She says that, quote, "It seems that a marriage has been arranged while I was away, and my brother was sent to find me." She says later, "My dreams concern a red-haired Anderman whom I shall wed," whatever my father says. I don't know. I guess it's kind of cool that they don't have that block on lying, right?
Yeah.
Lies just fly from their face as easy as COVID on spit.
Oh, no.
On spit. That's a good one. Yes. Nice.
It's
aerosolized. It's aerosolized.
Yeah. So, I guess Josh, do you think how much of a harder time would they? Josh, this is for Josh and Kay, I guess. How much of a harder time do you think the girls would have had they stuck to the 3 O's, or even had to swear them? I guess.
Oh my gosh, they would have a very difficult time because
like
they
they've
wouldn't
already
be able to lie or.
How many times have they lied in this chapter, and we're not only 6 pages in, 8 pages in.
Yeah, but I love that they keep to the archetype of the good. The best lie is the one that's closest to the truth.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They are pretty good at lying, that's for sure.
Uncomfortably good at lying.
Yeah, this lie is kind of half truth. She says she wants to marry.
It's at least a half a truth, maybe
and
more.
She gives Val and Luca a sob story of rescue and intrigue and unwanted marriages, something that he can, be a part of.
Luca 90210.
Yeah, the way she structures the sentence. I don't want to be married off to some fat whatever, and but that doesn't mean
my age or whatever.
But she could have filled in the blank. She could have said, I don't want to be married to anything. She could have filled in the blank. It doesn't presuppose that her mom actually is waiting, right? Is doing any of that. It's really cool how she worded it.
It's funny that she says to marry a man a head shorter, 3 times my weight, and thrice my age. Isn't thrice 3 times?
Yeah.
Yes.
Be consistent, Elaine. I don't know. Anyways.
I think that might be a Robert Jordan error.
Wait. Well, let's break it down. In Morgase's POV in the next chapter, she's mentions that Tom was twice her age.
Mm-hmm.
So if you imagine Elaine is,
that makes Tom close to 70 at this point.
Yes,
right.
And maybe Tom is thrice her age.
Yeah. At this point, probably with Elaine. Elaine's what, 16, 17? So more.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's like thrice her age.
I'm 3 times her age. God damn it!
I know, right?
Damn it!
Huh?
Math. I'm bad at math. I'm not a math.
That it just gets into the darker web, Dan. You don't really find yourself in those places too often.
Yeah, no, I did that one time. I got all kinds of crack.
You puppets are your own type of agelessness.
Yeah, you got a lot done.
Felt don't crack.
Felt don't crack.
It gets dirty though. I mean, gosh.
That's how I like it.
Guys, get dirty. Promises by small cups.
You're on the right show.
That's a cool line. Promises by small cups of wine.
Oh yeah, that is a cool line.
Yeah.
He's like, everyone who travels with me has got to work. If you guys want to blend in, you got to do shit. Tom is like, no problem. I'll just pick up some pebbles.
Yeah.
He's juggling a dozen.
Yeah. I'll just don't worry. I'm Tom. I'll do literally anything. Throw knives, juggle, tell stories, sing. Can't really dance that well anymore, I guess, right?
One circle became 2 intertwined. Luca rubbed at his chin.
Wait, guys, real quick, we gotta break this down. Luke, I'm kind of shocked about this. Felt don't crack, it phrase.
How's your nose doing, Ryan?
How's my nose doing?
Yeah.
Is it stuffy?
No, your puppet nose, your big head.
You're afraid?
Be
afraid. Be very afraid.
No, yeah, but I'm saying like this guy goes to parties and people are like, oh man, hey, guess what? The tests were clear, the doctor's happy, and he's like, yeah, well, you're all gonna die anyways.
Damn.
And all we had to do was sew your nose back on.
He's like, it's taken off 10 years of your life, but it's the last 10, right?
Yeah. Who wants that anyways?
What are you giving up?
No.
I was like, my nose, Dan? Are you gonna do the old I got your nose?
I was saying,
that's cute.
If you wiggle your head like that, your nose keeps going.
Nice.
It's funny because felt means 2 things now in this.
It does. It's the dual meaning situation that we have here.
Oh my god.
There are 2 of them now. To suck your blood.
Double
Guys,
Count
let's
Chocula.
That is kind of how Luca's voice sounds, though, to me.
Oh, nice.
Luca is Count Dracula.
That's amazing.
A
Yes.
little bit.
Yes.
So it's kind of really ironic that.
That's awesome.
That is Cedrin Zaporatis.
Yeah.
Cedrin
He's
is
like,
the high
"Ooh."
walker, dazzling with feet 10 paces on a thin rope. Ha ha, the
This is
fool.
amazing. I don't know. How much more can you juggle? Maybe a little bit more, huh? Oh, we put those in. I don't know where my accent is going now.
Going Russian, more Russian. Yeah, like, you're going
In
straight
Soviet
to,
Russia, the rope
straight to
walks
Moscow
you.
with that one.
Guys, let's picture the trauma going on here. Let's pour one out for Cedrin here, man. They just buried him an hour ago.
And they're already like replacing him, like, that guy.
But imagine, I mean, you're just going around, you're looking at the horses, you're like, oh, hey, Frank, hey, Joe, hey, Lance, hey, Cedrin, up!
Hey, do you think when he invented Cedrin that morning he had a headache?
Well, he used to be Cedrin, now he's ex-Cedrin.
Oh, no. Yeah, Tom, welcome to my world.
That was fantastic.
Of daddy.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I'll take a bow. I'll take a bow.
Yes, sir. Yes. Good job. Proud of you. Proud.
That's our first drinking obligation is here. Whenever there's something that I think would be in a Laurel and Hardy movie, we have to drink. So, quote, Julian crumpled that cylindrical hat in his hands, then crammed it back onto his head as she began climbing up the rope ladder.
Yep. I can see it. I can see it.
I can see it too.
Yeah.
Ollie totally sat on the hat, probably.
Wringing his hands.
Has to be. Yes.
So we got a drink for that. There we go.
Cheers to that. That's amazing.
I'm hanging out with Tito tonight.
Ooh, homemade.
Oh, yeah. Tell him I said hi.
Nice.
One thing we did kind of skip over is the whole Pedro and Niall raising the nations to fight against Rand.
Yeah, what did you want to say?
Well, doesn't this harken back all the way to the intro to like the book 2 or 3 books ago, where like Wormwood is in there with him and like planting
Ordeath.
Or yeah, but he calls him Worm.
Yeah,
It means wormwood.
Yeah.
Ordeath means wormwood in the old.
Right.
Ordeath, yeah.
Yeah, so we get Ordeath and Mordith combination. But yeah, he plants like the rumor about Rand in his head at that point, and this is like the downstream effect of that several books later, which I just thought was interesting to see it like get tied back to that.
Do you think that Ordeath is having like an effect magically, or is it just whisperings in his ear?
Is he just a great lover?
Oh,
No, I think it's just whisperings in his ear. Yeah, I don't
smell gross.
Yeah, halitosis and whispering.
He's very like Wormtongue from Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
We lost Dan.
Awesome. Yeah.
He's stunned.
So yeah,
It's a
I don't know that reference. Maybe other people don't know. What is Wormtongue? Why is that similar to Wormwood?
Wormtongue,
he's the character from Lord of the Rings that whispers in the King of Ron's ear and makes them all suspicious of people.
Yes. Okay.
And there's also Wormtail, which is one from Harry Potter.
Yep.
Which is one of the
betrays everybody. Yeah.
Betrayer, exactly, who is one of the servants of the Dark Lord there. So
one of my favorite little, on a side note, because I have to say it, the twins, George and Fred, have the Marauders map that marks everybody. Like it's kind of like this map. It marks everybody on the like where they are in Hogwarts, right?
Right.
Do
So
solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
that means they saw Ron sleeping with his pet rat at night in his bed, except what they saw was Ron sleeping with
Wormtail.
Peter Pettigrew.
I thought you said that what they. Jeez, I thought you were gonna
sleeping
say
in his bed every night.
What they saw was Richard Gere.
He's not a hamster. Okay. This is like the third time we've talked about that hamster or gerbil.
It's a freaking gerbil, man.
Right? Yeah, right.
Marsupial.
Right. Just go get a hamster and try it. I know. Yeah. But it's just go do it.
He says sleep with a mouse. He teed it up on me. God.
Rat.
You can make a whole web series about
Oh my God, Josh. This
Ryan's
is my
like
least. This is my least favorite show already. I hope chat's having a great time because
they are.
They're picturing you with a gerbil.
Discord's
and
having
a rat
an even better time.
and a mouse.
Right, Discord?
It was a gerbil. Okay.
A gerbil. Whatever you want, man.
Like,
get them all up there. It'll be a party.
If anyone can explain to me, if anyone can explain to me the difference between a gerbil and a rat, then I'll accept that there's a difference. Right now, I think it's just branding.
Gerbil and a rat, or gerbil?
I think a gerbil is just a hairy rat. It's branding.
It's probably the same difference between like a ferret and an otter.
I'm pretty sure we're way off topic, and I'm pretty sure
were we reading
Mistress Dovie.
Oh, it's Wheel of Time. It says Wheel of Time right there. Yeah, Wheel of Time.
That's what we're talking.
I know. I was teeing that up for her.
I heard you.
So Elaine cheats. She goes up on the tightrope.
Yeah,
has some hair.
Yeah, she uses sidearm because she has, like, I don't know. She has absolutely no fear, but like, not that she's brave. She's an idiot. She's using sidearm literally on the top of a whatever it is, like a 40-foot pole.
Right.
Yeah, she is kind of an idiot, but I mean.
You're not with DeeTee at that.
Yeah.
And Julian, I mean, she's like, "Hey, Julian, you do it too," and he's like, "Fuck, I don't want to do that. I'm not. You're magic. I'm not."
Yeah.
Shit. But he did it, and in fact, the bit worked. It said that was good. I especially like the way you make it seem so easy. While Julian pretends to be frightened to death. This go over very well. Then he asked Nynaeve, "What do you do?" And she's like, "I pay."
Oh no, wait, it wasn't it. That is good. Yes. That is
nice.
good of Sidrin. I'm sorry. I'll stop.
I get many ducats in my pocket. She's like, I dole out the money. That's all I do. They meet Petra the strong man. They meet, he's married to Clarine, who trains the dogs. Laurel performs with bears.
Okay. So we got Kay here. Kay, who is Aludra? Where did we meet her?
Dude, that is a question for your encyclopedic brain, not me. Not my ADHD shit I got going on over here. That's not helpful.
She's the Illuminator.
I don't know where.
Illuminator.
Do you remember meeting
Fireworks?
Oh my gosh. Okay, there's too many freaking names in this book. How do you spell it?
2,700 around.
Aludra? Aludra?
Okay, that helps.
Yeah,
she was the Illuminator that Matt rescued.
Okay.
The Dragon Reborn.
In the Dragon Reborn in the barn.
From Tammuz.
Oh, way back. Okay.
You son of a goat, Tammuz.
Remember, he and Tom were in the barn resting, and she came in to hide carrying a bundle of fireworks, and these men came in after her who were part of the Illuminators Guild, and they went to attack her, and Matt like heroically throws himself at them and beats the shit out of them, and then she gives them the fireworks that he then uses at the Stone of Terror.
One of my favorite things when Tom kills people is how Robert Jordan always writes, and a knife blossomed in his
appeared out of nowhere.
Oh.
He always says blossomed.
Didn't he throws his staff to Matt also. He's like,
yeah.
Matt.
It's like in slow-mo fucking flipping.
Which is really, it's more like, Matt.
Yeah.
Tom, you're right.
To be honest, Tom's
Whatever.
70 years old. He's got to be talking like this, but then he might be able to be sonorous and really express himself. But when it comes back down, it's got to be something more like this.
Do you have my inshore down there, Matt?
I've been through a lot.
Tom, you're right. Whenever a knife blossoms or blooms, that will be a drinking obligation as well. No
Woohoo!
Yeah, add to it.
It's one of the
making
things Matt picked up
tradition.
on, too.
I agree.
So
with
yes,
that.
Aludra we did meet her earlier. She is the Illuminator who was saved by Matt, gave him the fireworks. Good callback, Josh.
Nice.
Her name sounds like a Greek god.
Aludra.
If this was a class,
Or
I
a
would
product I'd buy
be
at
the-
Best
Or
Buy.
it's just really bad, like Aludra, Illuminator.
Mm-hmm.
cute.
Really bad alliteration.
Yeah.
Maybe it helps Robert remember the 2000.
I wasn't kidding.
Characters.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding. It's like I think it's like 25 something or 26 something.
He is correct.
Named character.
I saw that
All right, guys,
recently
41
where I
minutes
think
into the
we were
show.
right.
Party
it was
time!
2,700, Tom. Last time I looked at anything.
Last
had
time you
anything-
counted them up.
Last time I counted them, went through the books and only counted the names. And
Yeah, yeah.
then
Oh,
cross-referenced them to what I already knew and then what I didn't already know. And then reevaluated that data. Reconfigured shit and then was like, yep, 2,700.
2,700.
Shit.
I am a
You ran the
genius.
pivot tables in your Excel spreadsheet and came
Thank
up with the
you.
result.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm glad-
no, but that's
yeah.
in her head, bro. In her head.
But
It's
I-
in her
yeah, it was-
head.
It was purely
Like
by
Rain Man.
memory.
Mental
in
pivot.
her head.
She can count toothpicks when you drop them too.
Case to die. Case to die.
Uh-oh, we're getting requests.
I know, you people. Okay, pass that over here. Oh yeah.
Get the
I'm gonna take a big hit and take out my pistol and blow it in your mouth.
That was the least enthusiastic Bella.
I was excited.
I've
I was
ever
dancing.
heard.
No,
I always like to dance, but you know, it's like intoxicating. But still, what happened there? Where's the energy?
Yeah.
Better.
Eat.
Thank you.
Ow.
Mistress Dovie, I know. They're all good.
I agree. Every bit.
They're all good.
Better.
All right.
That's
In addition to the other people they meet Sarandon, who is an animal trainer. She has what they call, let's see, they're calling them boar horses.
Yeah, boar horse.
They talked to her though. They're like, hey, they said that the animal's from Shara. When they talk to that woman, they know that that woman ain't from Shara. She's from Shanshan.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the bat, this is like they just arrived at this menagerie and they're already calling this woman out.
Yep. True 90 fashion, stirring up the drama right off the top.
Yeah.
Seriously. Oh, can she just...
The animal's called a Shreddit.
Yes.
I don't know. You guys ever go on Shreddit?
I try to avoid
Are you
Shreddit.
fretting it?
Yeah, I have always shredded it all costs.
Costs.
It's a little.
It's a cesspool of bad manners and poor takes.
It depends, but yeah.
Hello,
Just like a
Terrio.
Shreddit's backside.
Shreddit's.
Can't see my backside.
It's the front page of the internet. Let's see. So
of a tabloid paper, if the internet was a tabloid paper, maybe, yes.
You guys remember Inquirer or The Sun? Do those still exist? They don't, right? Everything's online now.
My mom used to get those, and she called them her papers.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Give me my papers. I gotta read my papers.
I have to read the papers. Don't
I haven't
even
seen
talk to
them
me
in the
till I have my
checkout
coffee
line.
and I read the papers and I get past the first 10 minutes of my day.
That's right.
They canceled Entertainment, which is I only know that because I subscribed to it when they had the big Wheel of Time article in it just before the show came out, like 3 or 4 months before the show came out. And I subscribed to it just so I can get that. And then all of a sudden it was gone, and Amazon sent us a letter and was like, we're going to send you people now because we got rid of Entertainment.
Rat bastards.
Yeah.
And how dare they say, just assume that, hey, you read shit like Entertainment, you'll be fine with people. People, right? It has an easy crossword. You'll like it.
I know. What the fuck is that shit? That's an odd assumption. You're right, Brother Dan.
I really, it was my goal to get a letter into People magazine. Really? I had a formula. I was just coming up with a formula. You have to start off an email with kudos. Kudos to so-and-so, and speak about their strength in difficult times and how they're an inspiration.
Did you mention their upturned calves?
Yeah. No. That'll get banned.
Oh.
That'll get banned.
Sorry.
Learn that the hard way.
Oh, no.
Trying to send a letter to Us Weekly.
Oh, my.
I do love the symbolism of the Sanchan that they need being an animal trainer, and then all the parallels and call-outs to the Adamane, essentially treating them as animals.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's how they view them too.
Yeah, I mean, there's even a pair. Where is the sentence?
Hey, we get a rare comment from Twitch. Welcome, Polar Nights or Polar. Nice.
Hello. Oh my gosh. That is the exact same image I chose for my debit card.
So are they saying that Kay is an unrealistic looking puppet? Because that's me.
I know. What the F? Do we need to have a punching pole again?
Punching pole.
Punching pole. Who do you want to punch? The most.
Punching pole. Not another punching pole.
We
all know we're very punchable.
We're so punchable.
I just want to say, Althor's taint. Just so you know, Josh is holding back every show.
Oh my gosh.
He could be just completely, just epically money shotting the entire 2 hours with epic knobs of wisdom.
Sticky, though. Everywhere.
Hey, what
gloves and gloves and gloves.
Don't shoot my load too soon, you know.
Yeah, it would be like a 300 level English class, literature class, and now he's just doing like a community college. He's done for us.
It would just keep coming and coming. Like his body would like have Scotty inside be like, we need more power for like inside of his testicles and be like, we need more power. And then Josh would align his.
Isn't that up to the taint?
I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Josh would align the taint chakra and then continue to unload on us, but he holds back for us for our pleasure.
Taint chakra. Does that mean you finger your ring?
For the stamina pleasure.
Finger that ring.
Okay, so do you? Okay, let's talk about it. Do you put the ring just down the shaft, or do you fold the balls inside of it?
What?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes and yes. Okay, moving on.
Yes and yes.
Okay, that's why they have so many different sizes. Because sometimes they're like, "What is going on here? Who can fit this fucking thing?" But then when I look, okay, now we're learning something.
Yeah.
Aren't we always though? I mean,
they have the ones that are silicone too. Those stretch a bit.
From the experts, the puppets know. If anyone knows,
yes, only the puppet knows.
Only the puppet knows.
Only the puppets know.
So, I mean, when you are just meeting people in your menagerie, hey, these are coworkers, and you have to say, quote, there is no doubt, Elaine said, stepping up beside her. We heard Shanshan accents and Falmouth.
I'm sorry, chat's making me laugh. Sorry, that's unprofessional.
That's right. Telling your coworker that you're not going to hurt him, like right off the bat. I don't know.
That's a trip to HR, probably.
Yeah, normally you say, "Hey, can I get you coffee?" Hey, I'm heading to coffee. Do you want anything?
Don't worry, I won't kill you or turn
No, I'm
you
not
into
gonna.
the
I'm not gonna.
authorities.
Yeah, I won't kill you.
Yeah. Oh, in the office, you're not even allowed to say, "Do you want to come with me?" Nope. Do you want to walk? You have to say, "Do you want to walk next to me from one space to the other?"
A company.
What do you want to accompany me? Yes.
Yeah.
Might I?
You need to have quite a wide literary.
No, you don't. Watch. See, clearly you don't have the wide literary ...
Okay,
So,
I mean,
okay.
well, I mean, here's the skit. Robert Jordan's working in the office, right? He walks in.
He jerks his coffee cup to Red.
No, he's like, I jerked erect this morning. I had such a stiff back. Yeah, I mean, he would be. It would be a nightmare. That's
just erect.
Okay, you kind of do that though.
Yeah.
Do I? Oh no.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I jerk erect out of.
Sometimes
out of
you
sleep?
Dracula erect. You're like, what? And I'm like, how do you have that core strength to go?
Well, I have a daughter. I mean, like we got a little lady, so I'm like, ping. Alert.
You've headbutted me one time. I was like going
I
there.
did. That happened.
Boom! Take it out. Jerk direct. All right, so yeah, Dan, let's use that idea for our show.
What's that?
Wheel of Improv.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Come on.
I dole out the money, Nynaeve said, so she's taking charge of the coin purses. She dangles the heaviest one. Did we get there yet?
Yeah. Okay. We're there. We're right there.
Cool.
We passed that.
They're talking to Sarandon.
Brother Tom, where are we on the
Thanks,
map?
Tom.
On the map, they're just outside Amadisia, right? So that's like
All right, so let's bring this up.
like over here somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
That's
the
thank you
worst.
so
Yeah.
much.
Just vaguely over
Amadisia,
there.
right there. Well, right here. It's like Amadisia, right?
All right, cool, awesome.
And they're on their way to
Major
Tarvalon, so it's
map.
like this way.
Where'd you
Okay.
get that badass map, Brother Tom?
My wife, she's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
Dan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah.
You don't want to say it?
My wife.
Thank you.
My wife, yes. She's a nice. Buys the maps, yay.
Oh my gosh, that is.
But they hate my neighbor. He's a D.
This is the way.
He's a D.
My God, yeah. My wife.
Yeah.
There's more threats to this woman. Nynaeve says, we know a little. And so they're talking about the Shanshan. They're like, were you a Soldam? He's like, no.
Yeah, they grill her pretty hard about that. They do not like them.
Didn't make it. But you guys got to know a lot if you know about Soldam. And she says, we know a little, but we want to know more. She said, you would do well to answer our questions truthfully. And then Elaine says, I promise that nothing will happen to you. I will protect you if need be. And this woman goes, oh, you're a high lady. Gets down on her knees. Like,
Prostrates herself.
Oh, yeah. We got a drink.
So I do wonder what the fallout of this prostration observation by
She prostrated herself.
Latrell and Luca, like how is that gonna fall through later in the story? But
if anyone saw it.
Well, we know Luca and Latrell who's the bitter bitch, and Luca who already doesn't trust them, were the two who were watching.
Correct.
So,
Bitter.
Yes.
bitch.
Nynaeve frantically looked around.
yeah.
Luca was.
Brandon
"Curse
scrambled
him,
erect
and the
as well.
trail." Ooh, scrambling erect. That sounds like an issue you would see a doctor for.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Doc, the only thing,
maybe you just need a
best
new
way to
partner.
describe it is, I'm scrambling erect.
And Sirach was a high lady. Is that right?
Sarath?
I think it's a
There's a high
headcanon
lord
difference,
Sirach.
but yes, that's who I'm talking. Sirach.
Okay.
She was a
Sirach
high
is
lady.
alcohol.
Soroth.
Not Arak.
Sarath was a male, right?
Yeah, I
Lady Sarath? Lady Sarath is a
Oh.
lady.
Yeah.
Oh,
Turok.
Turok was the High Lord. Oh, that's right.
Turok
Okay.
was the
Suroth was the high lady, right?
yes.
Okay.
Can I just annoyed at Nynaeve again, like for being so
Always.
weird,
Always.
and I don't like her. I don't like her right now, and I don't know what the hell is happening to her, but she's just like, that was more than okay. So there's like, that was more than Nynaeve was willing to promise. Her memories of the Shanshan were not fond ones, and then her brain goes fucking wacky, and she's like, yeah, but Shanshan helped you, and it's like there's an angel and a devil. Have I said this before? Probably, because
Yeah.
it's annoying.
Yeah.
This inner monologue, and she's like, it's so conflicting to what she's saying outwardly that it's very frustrating for me.
Oh, they're traveling to Gaeldon too. So they're actually somewhere like around here. Now that I think about it.
Where your nose is pointing?
Yeah, like somewhere like right around here.
Look
Okay.
at that.
Because down here is Amadicia and up here is Gaeldon.
Oh,
Right.
oh, we're looking at your
So it's like-
nose.
so it's like right here.
Not your hand, your nose.
Um,
Nose. It's on the nose. People, it's on the nose.
On the nose.
right on the nose.
Right on the nose.
That was on the nose.
It was
Yeah, it was on the nose. I need a towel now.
That's Joshy's fault.
Nah.
So,
It's not often that you meet a character in a book who doesn't have an internal monologue. They have an internal dialogue.
Okay, thank you, fucker. Man. I'll make a note for next time.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I think it's like
Oh.
there's an angel and a devil. It's
Yeah,
not,
she-
But you were
not-
correcting me.
She's
Like,
having
okay,
she's
fine.
having a conversation and she's answering herself
like
and learning things.
Yes. Is she though?
Probably not.
Is she learning things? Is what I'm wondering. I feel like she's just being a little bitter bitch, to use Josh's phrase.
I do
How
like
different-
Late Book and Nynaeve a lot more.
How
I'm
different
excited
is
for you to
it?
get there.
How different is it from Rand having his internal voice from another life?
Very different, I think. I mean,
Yeah, at
this
least
is
his is
like her
useful.
currently, and she's like pissed off at her own self for being judgy and dismissive.
But doesn't it interesting that
and a straight up bitch and weird. She's just being super fucking not consistent.
I
Except
agree,
for like
but
always
maybe,
being angry, but now she's like having this anyway. Yeah.
well, she's having second thought. I mean, like in Discworld, people have not only second thoughts but third thoughts. And I love that. I've always like really gravitated to that image of like a third thought. And I feel like that's what we're seeing with Nynaeve too. It's like she has a second thought and then there's a third thought. And that dynamism, like we have to keep in mind she's a wilder who learned to channel without killing herself.
Yeah.
What does that mean for you internally? What do you have to have going on in there to not die?
Yeah, well, she's also got like, you know, she's the village wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
She's
The
in love with
youngest
land.
ever was. She loves a man who has no nation.
And then now she's got, am I going to be an Aes Sedai? So she's like, she's got like 3 versions of herself.
Right.
But
And there's
she's
still
kinda-
the small village girl in there who,
Yeah.
you know. What is the name of the Sanshin who helped them?
Oh my gosh.
Eganon.
Thank you.
Eganon.
Yes.
So, we never really learned what happened with Eganon. She was like there in the last scene when they were.
Just wasn't. Huh.
And then she just wasn't when they were traveling in the carriage.
That's a good point. I don't remember what. I'm sure they said peace out.
I don't think they ever said
I'm sure
anything
they
about
said
it.
bye before they left.
I think she was. I think she was hiding. I think she was under the carriage, holding on, like
she did.
De Niro and Cape Fear, yeah.
Anyhow,
I'm lost.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't
right.
know what's happening either.
She was
I'm
smoking that
lost
cigar
as well. I'm just
in the movie
and
theater
nod.
and laughing really loud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was her.
In the Marionette Theater.
All right. The chapter ends with Sarandon, Susan Sarandon. She's like, "Hey, you're a high lady. I need to worship you." She kissed the ground. Elaine's like, "Get the fuck up." She said, "Stand on your feet. I will teach you the proper way to behave in return for your answers to our questions." The woman bowed, hands on her knees and head down. "Yes, high lady, it will be as you say. I am yours." Nynaeve sighed heavily. They were going to have a fine time traveling.
Fine time.
Of course, Nynaeve sighed heavily.
I'm like her. I gotta be the servant girl again. Is there anything that we missed in this chapter, Josh and Kay?
I think we talked about everything I wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, let's
missed anything.
Let's jump right into chapter 18. It's a small one. It's called The Hounded Darkness, and it is a Leandrin point of view.
I only see Kate Fleetwood now when I read these Leandrin chapters.
Me too.
She's
Me too.
oddly impressionary. Is that a word? She's
It is now.
Like she's just in the brain. She has
I like her.
distinct. Whoops. She has such distinct features and everything.
She does.
And she's so
there
good
she is.
with the micro expressions.
Mm-hmm.
I love.
Look at those eyebrows. Those eyebrows are on point.
This actor.
Look at that jaw.
This actor.
Yeah. You could carve some meat with that jaw.
She does have a pretty strong jaw. She reminds me of.
I like a girl with a strong jaw.
Gina Davis. Reminds me a little bit of Gina Davis.
Oh, yes. That's a Gina Davis jawline for sure. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Brother Tom, I did not notice that. I'm usually right there with
Gina
that
Davis.
kind of stuff. Love her, too. Where is that bee? She's not been around for a bit. As I pick up.
Leandrin is
full of herself? I agree.
They're in Terrebonne, I think. I'm looking to see. I'm not sure exactly where they're at.
Yeah,
but they're in
the streets of Amador.
Amador?
Amador.
Okay, yeah, Amador. Okay, cool. They're in Jorn Airing's house.
Hey, Tom, where's Amador?
I helped.
Down here. Amador.
Okay. Amador, Amadicia are just very close by, right?
Yep.
All
It's
right.
the capital.
Wait, which one is the capital? Amador is the capital of Amadicia?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I knocked on that city's thing, and I was like, why can't I see in? And it's like, I'm a door, not a window.
I'm a door, but I'm a Sia.
You're a dork. I'm a dork.
I'm not sure how that works.
I'm a dork. I'm a big dork.
Amadicia.
What's her name? Leandrin. She gets to the house. She's like, make me a bath. It's going to be the right temperature this time, right? And the woman's like, oh, shit.
Oh, no, I'm so sorry.
I'll stick my elbow in it.
Apparently, there's a character named Fat Evan.
What?
It says, quote, Fat Evan saw her first and gulped, his piggy eyes darting away immediately.
This was interesting and surprising to me.
Fat Albert.
Hey. All right. Hey, our friend MaTsDaGger we have a request. Can you please find North Harbor for him?
It's not currently on the map.
It's
way
North
over
Harbor
there.
is a myth, guys. It doesn't exist.
You can't see it right now. It's off screen.
What is the name of that big? Never mind. Okay, yeah, it's off screen. Bummer.
Yeah, it's way over there.
Maybe next time you'll get to see North Harbor. This is a very large map, I imagine.
Yeah, North Harbor doesn't exist. So come on.
Pretty big.
I don't fucking know.
It's a myth.
I feel like a weatherman.
They're like,
you're doing great.
Weatherman.
And there's someone in your room.
And then a strong front blew in from the west.
We got.
Do you have to do? Yeah. Is everything in reverse?
In Detroit, in Grand Rapids, in Kalamazoo. Over in Ann Arbor, you're looking
Raining cats and dogs down here in
Palmy 69.
Dome and Head.
Uh-oh.
So good. They're like, hey, there's someone in your room. I think she's from Tarvalon.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck? That's fine. But so apparently something bad happened to Joran. It says, quote, my lady, Amelia stammered, my husband, my lady, Joran, please, will one of you help him? He did not mean it, my lady. He has learned his lesson. Leandrin paused with one hand on the carved banister, looking back over her shoulder. He should not have thought that his oaths to the great lord could be conveniently forgotten. No, he has learned, my lady. Please, he lies beneath blankets all day in this heat, shivering. He weeps when anyone touches him or speaks above a whisper. Later it says that Chesmal said he might be able to do small tasks in a few months so long as they were not too hard and no one raised a voice.
Ugh.
What the fuck happened to poor Joran here?
Yeah. They mess with him pretty hard. Think about it like this, though. Could you imagine being a dark friend, like, especially like a high-ranking dark friend, where it's like, yeah, I'm going to join the dark friends and I'm going to get stuff and it's going to be awesome. And then all of a sudden, like, the last battle's really happening. Like, come on. 3,000 years of dark friends and the last battle's
happens
actually
during
happening. Yeah.
Right. You're like, I just did it because everyone gets cool hats.
Look, on this show,
if I show
Beanies, everyone
up,
gets
I
beanies.
get a free T-shirt. What? Of course.
look, don't you know on this show they're shadow pals?
Shadow.
You got Shadow Pal tattooed on me. That's why.
Josh, aren't we like part of the Chosen? So
Yeah. They're shadow pals and the Great Lord.
Okay, cool. Just making sure that you're still.
Why is it so they said Chesmal was a really good healer. Why is it always really good healers that are also like crazy torturers also?
Because they know that's
Like
just like any good doctor, right? Like any doctor or nurse even would probably they know what medications to use to hurt you because they also know what medications to use to heal you and what process or procedure or what the fuck ever, right? Also. And,
Shadow felt.
Yes. MR.
Shadow wrought felt.
Hello, MR.
We love us some MR in the house.
So it said that what happened to him is Tameo had let herself be carried away. She always made a point of spreading the pain evenly when she mediated. She had been very successful as a mediator, for she liked spreading pain. Or for fucking Joran, but hey, man, you knew. Hey, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, right?
Yeah.
She gets upstairs.
I do like that we learn that 2 of the 12 are dead, which means that Nynaeve was successful in killing them during the battle at the castle when they were rescuing the what's-her-face.
Oh, yeah. That's huge. Like she was having like a direct contest of power, like going like against her.
I mean, presumably the balefile rod probably backfired and killed the woman who was using it.
Yeah.
But
so I guess you're right. Then that was one of the 12 was the Balefire girl, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, there's 10 left now, and there's 9 of them in there. She sees a woman. She's like, Glidden. I don't know.
Glidden, glooby, globby.
She's like, hey, you were a servant in Tanchico. What the fuck? Get out of here. And she's like, no, I'm Mogideon. Bum, bum, bum. Like, oh, no, I didn't know that. Oh, sorry, great mistress. And apparently, Leandrin had a couple run-ins with her. It sent her to get like beat up. You know, go get punished. What is it? Are you worried about those times you set Glidden to the cook to be beaten?
Why for the cook?
Be beaten. Gosh.
Yeah, why is the
cook has
like making shit and they're like, hey, cook.
Hey, you know what? Actually, it makes sense. Josh used to be a chef. That it all makes sense.
See, and he tortures
gives
us
good beatings?
every week.
Josh,
he's
good beatings.
Only brow beatings.
Just look at him.
Never physical beatings. Only brow beatings.
He uses the one power to shame you.
It's true.
Just like I shaved that roast beef.
Yeah. And all those eggs you cracked, you just used your shame powers.
Shame.
Then I don't know what to do with myself when I go home at night.
So is it? Do you not say Gildan?
Glidden? Guy.
Why as a vowel makes an I sound? Is it not?
Guiden?
No,
it's probably Gwylden. Gwendolyn? No, that's not right at all.
My head canon is Gildan.
Gildan.
Yeah,
I
like it. Gildan.
Like Mogideon, but Gildan.
What's up? Okay. No.
Huh?
You said, "Can I?"
What is it? What do they say in the books, the audiobooks?
For which one?
Gildan, I think. Yeah.
My earpiece fell out for a moment, so I apologize. Gildan, I think.
What do they say in the audiobooks? Do you remember?
Gildan? I don't know. Gildan?
Yeah, I think so.
Gildan, I think.
Check the glossary.
Gildon.
Gildon. More like Dawn. There you go. That's better. That sounds right. I was like, it doesn't sound, when I'm saying it doesn't sound right, so it's probably not it.
So there's a couple things that Leandrin learns about Mogideon. And one is that she does not know who runs the Black Aja.
In the White Tower.
In the White Tower, yeah. It says, quote, "It was a revelation. Mogideon did not know everything. Leandrin had always imagined the Forsaken as close to omnipotent, something far beyond ordinary mortals. Perhaps the woman truly was in flight from the other Forsaken."
They're learning that she's just a powerful channeler, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not some sort of special being. She's just a woman who can channel, and she's really strong.
Mm-hmm. She tells Leandrin, "Come at me, bitch. Come at me. Come at me." She's like, "Everyone else here did." Quote, "Why do you think your companions look so cheerful? I have taught each of them the same lesson already today. I will not wonder when you must be taught to. I will be done with it now. Try." Come at me, bitch.
Do you think you are my equal, little sister?
Little sister. Yeah.
Little peon.
Little sister. Don't
touch the orb.
So this is another fun part. She said, "Did you stand in the pit of doom, dedicating your soul to the great Lord? Did you taste the sweetness of victory at Paradisen, the bitter ashes at Asardan?"
Yeah.
Like, I love when they start whipping out names of cities and stuff from
the old times.
Yeah.
The before times.
Yeah. Like, even in the prologue of Eye of the World, when Ishmael is all like, "You are the man who summoned the 9 rods of dominion, and this is what you fall into."
Yep.
Yeah, it's always like, "Oh, give me more. I want to know more."
What is that? What is that? What is that? Yep.
You know,
How many
guys.
times have you read it? 25?
Oh, yeah, more than that. I was just throwing a number.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
A lot.
That's a really round number.
I've read the first 11 books more than 20 times. Way more than 20 times.
I got to say, part of the difficulty in recruiting new Shadow Pals is the marketing. Here we have something called the Pit of Doom. Do you know how many people I have had, like, close? They're like, "You know what? I like what you're telling me. I'm cool with this."
Power,
like,
money,
cool. So
respect.
now
That,
all
like,
we need to
pit
do now
of-
is just go to this place called the Pit of Doom, and everyone's like, "Oh, yeah, Pit of Doom."
Yeah, you know what? Like, I think it's a hair past Freckle. I gotta leave.
Can't we just call it Cabo something?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You are
Cabo, Shaitan, Luca.
Does it have to be the Pit of Doom? Can't it be?
Yeah, it's really
Cabo
hard to
Doom?
market. I mean, it's like, "Hey guys, so we're gonna have this kegger. It's gonna be great. We're gonna meet at the Pit of Doom." And what? You can't make it?
No. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I do think that it might just be like they really didn't like the outfit that they had to wear, or like the lanyard, because that could be a real deal breaker, especially in the job market these days. So.
Yeah.
So what is the opposite of the Pit of Doom? The Tableau of Salvation?
I go out tonight,
Your
but
tableau
I
of
haven't got a
salvation.
stitch to wear.
If it's a pit, wouldn't it be like a mountain?
Yeah.
A mountain of paradise?
Yeah,
A mountain of magnificence?
Paradise and
Yeah.
Salvation. Yeah.
Mountainous-
What is the opposite of Doom?
Doom? Glory? Victory?
I don't know. Yeah, that's
Doom?
interesting.
I don't know.
By the way, pour one out for MF Doom.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Now I'm sad.
I like Doom.
Yeah, man.
Get a broom. I'm gonna sweep you like a broom broom.
I don't
Yeah.
know what you're saying. Zoom.
MF Doom, man.
I was just listening to him today.
Too soon. Too soon.
It's too soon to talk about
didn't he
Doom.
die like over a year ago?
Yeah, he died.
Well, I mean, like, he was taken.
Too soon,
Too
Josh.
soon.
Apparently, I
He
don't.
was so young. He was only like 40-something.
He was
Yeah.
like 47, yeah.
Let's go with it, Josh. Be yes and this shit, I mean,
So Leandra does actually try to get Mogideon. She's like, "Oh no, I'd never do anything."
Oh, I would never do that.
And she gets cut off. Boom. Quote, "You are not quick enough, Leandrin. You are not strong enough, and you do not know enough. That pitiful thing that you tried against me. Would you like to see what it really is like?" And suddenly she throws a little compulsion on Leandrin.
Yeah.
But Mogideon says, "I am not Grendel." And suddenly the sense of worship was gone. Lying there in a heap, weeping, Leandra could remember it clearly, though. She stared at the Forsaken in horror. Horror.
Zahara.
So yeah, she's like, "All right, yeah, I took some Terangriel from you. That's what I do, but I left you some." And then she does the whole like Dark Friend social trick where everyone gets all plugged up with air.
Yeah.
Can't speak here. And Mogideon has her own like little private meeting with people, sends them off on their mission. Bye. All right. Bye. People were like, one was like, "No, no, no," and went. Other one was like, "Yeah, yeah, awesome." Until it's just Leandra and a couple others. She was with, let's see, Mogideon's finger beckoned preemptorily. Is that no? That doesn't work. That's not drinking.
Perfunctorily.
Getting plugged with air.
Oh yeah, getting plugged with air.
Though I was going to say the
definitely.
same thing, and I was like, oh, I love that Nomengarden did that. Yay.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. We'll drink for getting plugged with air. Her message, Mogideon's message to Leandrin and a couple other. Looks like there's 5 of them total, right?
Sure.
It says, "You I keep with me," the Forsaken said, "for the most important task. When the others do may bear sweet fruit, but to me yours will be the most important harvest, a personal harvest. There is a woman named Nynaeve Almira."
And she's all, squirrel?
Yeah, we're gonna go. I hate her. She's a filthy wilder.
Yep. And she totally didn't beat me. She didn't.
She didn't beat me. I'm still here. I'm
stronger than her.
I'm better. But
So
I
it
need
says,
her.
"Very good. You 5 are
alive.
going to find her for me. I want her alive." Oh yes, I do want her alive. And he's like,
Well, the irony is Leandrin's a wilder too.
Yep. Who do they send? It's Leandrin, Chesmal, Asni, Tamail, and Eldrith?
Eldra? Yeah.
My book was upside down.
That would make it hard to read.
Yeah, it did.
Just a
I was like, oh,
skosh.
that doesn't make any sense.
Just
now.
a skosh.
Nope. Yep.
"You're all
Yeah.
Emery Chesmal." Oh wait, Chesmal Emery.
Right?
Yeah, Chesmo Emery. She's yellow,
Hamana? Yep.
right? Or black now, but
Yeah.
what is
so
it, like a black,
seems
a
like-
green, a gray, and a brown, I think?
Well, they're all blacks.
But like, you know,
The red, Leandrin's red.
and Leandrin's red, yeah. So it's like a smattering. Like that's interesting.
That
Well,
is
they- she
interesting.
said
So they needed
specifically-
strengths from every situation.
Yeah.
It seems right.
She thought that she mentioned in her monologue that she didn't know but one of the Black Aja who left with her from the tower.
Oh.
So they purposefully obfuscate their who they are while they're working. So yeah, the idea is that they don't know who, even the Black Aja didn't know who the other Black Aja were.
Yeah.
Yeah, like cells in a.
Yeah. In a terrorist organization.
I
I mean,
know,
that's kind of what they are.
I'm a little concerned about how quickly Josh came up
Yeah.
with that.
That was
Oh.
They're an
concerning.
Yeah,
But then
it's
Brother
interesting,
Tom
Josh.
totally agreed, and he's like, yeah, right?
Kinda like the 3%ers.
Like cells.
Yeah. They're
Right?
they're in
Yeah.
an
Mhm.
insurgency.
In an
Ah, I said it.
inhospitable environment.
I couldn't say that. That was tough. Insurgency.
They're oath keepers.
Ooh.
So Asni Chesimal.
Asni and Chesmal Emery.
Tamail.
Tamail hadn't been called yet. And who's the last one?
Hots and Pepper
Eldrith.
Incorporated. Doing
Eldrith?
it all way.
Yeah, Chesmo, Tamayo, Black
Hot
Aja
Pepper
Incorporated.
Schlamigel. Schlamile.
That's
Okay.
Exactly.
that's the reference.
Exactly.
All right.
Love it.
I think we're all too old for that. I mean, well, yeah, that's too old of a reference for
It
most
is
of chat.
super old. We're just old souls. We have
It's true.
like, we like the same kind of things.
It
Like
is.
Laurel and Hardy. And
I don't
Who's
think
on first?
Brother Tom doesn't know our
Exactly.
audience.
What? What?
Go on Discord, you'll see that everyone knows that show.
Really? That's exciting.
We got a good group.
Is there anything else that
We love
I
all people.
missed about this chapter?
No, it's boring. It's a boring chapter. You don't learn
I'm
anything.
snoozing already, like
Well,
I I'd rather go on tonight.
I mean, Mo Gideon's
It's super
killing
fun.
people in that show.
This is like such a tease, though.
Yeah.
it's
It's
good,
like-
but it's such a tease to like
it's light.
diving into the.
Yeah. It's like could be
Into the
cooler if Mo Gideon did some cool like
Yeah, if she did
Age
some,
of Legends,
Yeah.
Forsaken shit, but instead she's just like meh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she could have fucked Leandrin up a little more.
She could have fucked
That'd have been fun to
Leandrin,
read.
and that would have also been fun to read.
Yeah.
She
that would've
gave
been
her
cool.
that moment of like, oh, everything hurts, my eyeballs are coming out of my
Yeah.
head. Oh my god, it's all crazy. And then she's just like, oh, I'm gonna make you love me, and now you're done. Punishment over.
You know what? It was also
Like
a little.
every boyfriend I ever had.
It was a little. It's a little scary that she's got a bunch of trinkets of the one power. That's scary.
Yeah.
I think you broke Ryan.
I think I might have.
You broke him.
Sorry.
You still.
mean to.
You okay, buddy?
It's gonna be
Oh yeah, yeah.
okay.
Better than okay. All right. Well, is it what are we doing, Brother Dan? What are
Yeah, I
we doing?
mean, is there anything
know
else
how
in
long
this
enough
chapter, and then we'll take a break?
I don't think so. I think you got everything.
All right.
Does chat think we missed anything?
Chad always thinks we missed something.
That's fair. Once we
Chat?
catch up to chat, that is.
I know it's always like
Mess with anything?
yeah, like timer. I think it's 45 seconds, and then you get the answer. Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, we are gonna take it. Oh,
Oh my god, I love you, MaTsDaGgerX.
Yeah.
see,
MaTsDaGgerX.
Lenny and Squiggy. All right. We love you. We'll see you in 10.
Sorry. Sounds like weird horror movie music.
Yes, it does.
And we're back. We are the LeafCast. We're going to talk about chapter 19 of Fire 7 minute. You know, I was watching that little video.
You okay there, Dan?
Yeah, I'm good. I was watching that video and I kind of got intrigued by the whole idea of cosmic sex, where you just walk in, you kind of make out with someone beforehand, you walk in, hold hands, and then you just each lay on a bed. Kind of sounds perfect.
Cosmic love machine.
Sex.
Yeah,
Right.
You can just
What
lay
movie
there.
was that in? Wasn't that a... What was that? Was it like Total Recall or something weird?
No, that was a Sex by Woody Allen. That Future Sex. What was that movie called?
No, that's Intersex. That's different. Was it Intersex?
No.
Wasn't it Intersex?
No,
No.
Woody Allen.
That's what I'm thinking of. Old Woody Allen, where they're all dressed in white.
Yeah, when
Yep.
they were all sperm.
They're all sperm. Yeah. Okay.
And they're running down. They're like, "Oh no! Turn around! It's the mouse!"
What movie is that? Oh my
No
gosh.
idea.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. That was a bad game. Well, I mean, it's an okay
I'm
game.
kidding.
It's
I'm just
called
saying what
Everything You
MaTsDaGgerX
Wanted
said.
to Know About Sex.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Blade Runner. Blade
Is
Runner.
it-
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, drink. No, it's called Everything You Want to Know About Sex.
That's so stupid. How obvious. Ugh. I'm disappointed in myself.
Let's
Sorry.
jump into chapter 19. We have the icon is the dagger.
Yeah.
Is
Matt's
it
Dagger. Which is kind of odd.
MaTsDaGger.
We got the dagger, and it does come up in the very end of the chapter. And kind of gets it. But this starts off with more Gay's point of view.
What God
Yeah.
say?
What can I say? She is
Fugazi.
interrupted from her zombie.
Zombie reverie.
Yeah.
Be a badass.
All right. Well, yeah. Why? Josh, Kay, what happened? Why? What? Why did she wake up?
I don't know. Why does she all of a sudden...
Well, just read. I mean, you can read up to the point and then read like what?
You're all, well, read it.
Well, she just has a book in her lap.
I can't read. I'm a puppet.
Oh my god.
Talivor comes in.
I mean, doesn't
I think Talivor smells like. I think
Okay.
Talivor smells like Axe cologne.
Smelling sauce or something?
Do you think
has this odor that just wakes Morgaze out of the compulsion, like
It's his pheromones.
sleep, as you will. Oh,
Is
is the pheromones. I'm so sorry.
It's
I
his
did not
musk.
realize. Oh my gosh, the musk, the murk.
Well, I mean, okay. So Talivor comes in.
I think it's that Talivor is her last true believer.
Okay.
That's a good point because she accidentally exiled everyone else that she trusted. So yeah, that makes sense.
So, okay, so Talivor comes in, starts talking about the two rivers, and then she says a spark happens.
So is that because of the two rivers?
Well, I mean, like it could. Well, I mean, like one argument could be as Talivor, but I mean, that she follows it up with a lot of thoughts about the two rivers.
Yeah. So you're saying like maybe like because it's reference to like the TAVERN and Rand and.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
Talivor is who.
Well, Brother Tom, let them answer.
Well, Talivor brought her Rand the last time he was there.
Nice.
And she's like, hadn't he brought someone to her once long ago?
Right. And
then that connects all these thoughts about the two rivers.
His name's Martin Talivor. Nice.
Well, I mean, yeah, I just remember Two Rivers is in Andor.
Indeed.
Someone raised the old banner of Manetheren, the Red Eagle messenger. Okay, so
they make it sound like it's a common problem. You know, like what? The Manetheren banner, that means there's a rebellion.
Well, it must be a rebellion. She asks, well, what about, did you tell Lord Gabriel? And they're like, yeah. He said it's not a big deal. It says, quote, he laughed. He said the two rivers seemed to throw up trouble, and he would have to do something about it one day.
I love the clarity that comes. It just felt like each time I listened to it, it was like, oh, God, thank goodness.
It's like when I first took Adderall.
Yeah, pretty much. I calmed the fuck down. You wouldn't believe that, but it happened.
I need something.
And I am way calmer than I used to be. Anyways, yes. And
she's very confused about Lord Gabriel too.
All right, so she's breaking away, and then what does she do? She fucking. Who does she go to next?
What? What is that question?
What's happening?
I don't know.
Trying, man.
Morgaze, she goes to someone, or a trusted person. She runs to this person after she's like first like.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's obviously like who. Just move it along.
Nana?
Yeah, go for it. Right,
Ninny, right?
What's her name? Ninny? Nana?
Yeah,
Linny?
What is this person's name? I haven't actually seen it yet. I heard it. Not the same for me.
Lini.
Yeah,
Linny. Okay, Linny.
Nana is the name that Nynaeve was using.
Right. Yeah. I know.
God, why do they do that? He's so... Oh, Mr. Jordan. So complicated.
Curses!
It's so much to remember. My brain, it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, so she talks to Gabriel, and Gabriel's like, go to bed. You're tired.
And he's like courting her enemies, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, she recognizes only half of the people that he's hanging with in her own garden.
Yep.
And he says, you will go and wait for me, Morghese. I have dealt with all that needs dealing with. I will come to you this evening. You will go now. You will go. Said his voice was a distant roar filling her ears. And then next thing you know, she was about to go to her sitting room. She's like, wait a minute.
So what the fuck am I doing?
What the fuck?
Not gonna do that.
Yeah, it says, days she forced herself to turn and walk away. It was an effort.
Yeah. I think he underestimates her
Strength.
force of will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Well, and she's been under his thumb for quite a while there, too. So maybe he just got lazy.
She has.
I mean, yeah, for a very long time, like, she's like, oh, you fucking got rid of them last spring. So how long do we think this is going on for?
At least a year, yeah.
At least a year, yeah. At least a year.
Oh,
man, that's horrible.
It feels like, this is so random and it probably means nothing. It just feels, this is a random thought that I will spit out. It feels like Morghese and Nynaeve are kind of similar in some ways to me, and I'm not sure exactly why, other than like temperaments and force of will. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, well, they are bull, like they're like bulls.
They're just like ballsy, like balls to the walls, pistol packing mamas, you know, like just ready for it.
The difference is it's actually pleasant to be inside.
Oh man, I'd watch that.
What, pistol packing mamas?
Balls to the walls, pistol packing mamas.
Starring Nynaeve and Morghese.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Stay tuned.
So as she's just wandering the streets, she's thinking, she's like, ah, man, Gabriel's probably plotting against me. This is fucked up. She's like, hey, I'm in the pensioners' quarter. What do you know? Where Lenny lives. Hey, let's go drop in. Like I do every week in her head. So weird. So she gets there. Lenny's not there quite yet. She starts going through her shit.
Yeah, fucked up.
Looking at like her own memento. She's like, hey, there's a little doll of me. And hey, there's a picture of me. Cool. Lenny had been nurse to 3 generations of Trican women.
Damn.
She is aged. And then she pops in. She starts giving her Lennyisms. Ryan, guys, brother Tom, Josh, Kay, I want you to come up with your own Lenny quote by the end of this chapter, okay?
Okay.
Wow. Challenge accepted.
Okay. So she's like, yeah, hey, you must be needing to work something out. And she's like, I'm here every week. She's like, bitch, you haven't been here since spring, man. It's been a while. She's like, oh, what? She's like, hey, you got an issue with Gabriel, right? She's like, how'd you know? She's like, what? Everyone knows, dummy. Everyone knows. She's like, well, it's too late. She's like, why is it too late? Just throw his ass out. Just kick him to the curb. Hey, if you don't want it, then you should have put a ring on it. But when the honey's out of the comb, there's no putting it back.
Look at Brother Tom doing the hand. That was
So apparently Gabriel is a well-known whore.
I was gonna say, instead of that shirt that says Tom fucks, we need a Gabriel fucks.
Gabriel fucks.
True.
Gabriel.
Though I do like the Tom fuck shirts, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
I think Gabriel spreads his legs might be appropriate.
It says, quote, Gabriel spends most of his nights with you, but Altima has nearly as much of his time. He spreads himself thin with the other 6. 5 are rooms in the palace. One a big-eyed young thing. He sneaks in and out for some reason, all swathed in a cloak, even in this heat. Perhaps she has a husband. Who is this woman that's all swathed in a cloak? Any
probably another, I don't know.
Oh, it sounded like he had like many wives or like many mistresses or something to me towards the end. of this chapter. Or maybe not the end, actually, maybe just the end of the POV, or I don't fucking know where it was, but it was somewhere, and I felt like that is what happened.
Well, what do you think of Gabriel?
6 or 7 others. What do I think of Gabriel? And
yeah, like Gabriel just did some shit to, with extra supernatural abilities. So what would that mean?
I had always thought that he was just he was like one of the Forsaken that could use compulsion. And that's how he was controlling more gays.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what the supernatural shit might. Josh, do you?
I'm not sure what Tom's referring to either. I mean,
she was standing in front of Gabriel, and then all of a sudden she was like not standing in front of Gabriel anymore, and she was elsewhere.
Well,
so maybe that's just her then. Like maybe
that's his compulsion, his powers.
Or maybe that's like a mirror, or maybe that's like a crossover of worlds or something. I'm always
Dana Lou.
And deep in the cut there.
We've seen this young woman before.
Big idea
I was
woman.
gonna say like Telonriot or something, but I don't think that's probably it.
So who would someone like that be smuggling into the palace?
The dagger. No.
Well, we can
Where
move
did
on.
the dagger go? Where was the dagger last? Josh?
Oh,
how did the dagger get to the White Tower? I don't remember.
the dagger when they
It
took
was
it off.
removed from Matt.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
So,
Matt brought it there from
taking
Fong.
it, they gave it back. They brought it to the White Tower. They
Because
put it
those
in
are the
that.
only people that can like touch it and access it like fully, right? No, maybe not. It feels like it just can't even be used by anybody else, like. Anyway, we'll get there.
Well, it's more deaths. I mean, it's more death's dagger, right?
Right. Josh, aren't you kind of like thinking like Mordeth is more like just, in Padden Fane kind of thing? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like
More Deeth and more death.
Humanized version. Something that's tangible.
Well, it's just one of the multiple personalities that are in there after his soul was cleared out by the Dark Ones, turning him into his hound.
Yeah, scooped out, right?
Distilled,
like
I
that.
believe, is the word he uses.
Distilled was in this chapter, but
He's
No,
always used the word
distilled, yeah.
distilled.
how did? Oh. I don't know where I got scooped out. Maybe that's my own brain translating.
I mean, I like scooping out. Scooped out his soul.
Yeah.
Like an ice cream scoop.
Yeah, just like, let's replace that shit with like all of this. So you can go there, you can go there.
That's the sound the Dark One makes when he pulls souls out.
Is that what I did? Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
That's the new
Probably,
soul sucking sound.
Pretty sure I heard it last night. So
We've seen this girl before. We've
heard
seen
this morning when I went to
woman
work.
Giggity.
So,
Josh's brain is working.
Yeah, it's going. It's going.
I don't.
Well,
Yeah, I
hold on
don't know.
well,
The only thing I can think is the singer in the tavern who was singing the body songs.
Okay.
But I don't know if that was in Andor or not.
okay.
Interesting.
So Morghese also asks about her allies. He's like, well, where's Lord Pelavar and Lord Abel and Lady Erethel? And Lenny's like, you exiled them.
Oh, this is when my brain went cuckoo.
You had that woman flogged for even asking why. You don't
Flogged.
remember this?
Fun.
It's like that. Hey, Mater, you was there
Yeah.
too. You remember?
No, it sounds like half of my college experience, waking up and hearing these stories.
And she kind of remembers.
You
She's like,
wish.
oh, I kind of remember. Elaine had been named after this woman's grandmother. That's
Right.
how down they were. And yet, she got You gotta be here. We have a drinking obligation, guys.
Thank
Just
goodness.
read it as it's on the page. Quote: She fingered her ring again briefly.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did, baby.
Yeah, I'm drinking Guinness.
God,
I'm drinking
damn
out
it.
of a Way of the Leaf mug
God
with
damn it.
my lip marks on it.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't say that at the water cooler, Robert Jordan.
yeah. No, that's not cool. No, hashtag no.
No.
Lenny's like, hey, you're kind of fucked up. You need an Aes Sedai healer. She's like, no Aes Sedai. No Aes Sedai. She's like, and besides, I don't think there's any Aes Sedai in Camelin at all. Camelin's gotten weird. She's like, hey, you know that one guard, Talonvor? She's like, sure. Of course. Who doesn't know Talonvor? Martin Talonvor? Of course.
No, Marty. Oh, Marty. Yeah.
Marty.
Yeah, Martin with the Y? Yeah. She's like, can you go get him for me? She's like, yep. Cool. Go get him. And then as Lenny's gone, Morgase starts thinking about, as we all do, starts thinking about her past lovers. We all do that, right, guys?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
At least
First,
once a
we
week.
had Tarangale Damodred. She wed her for political reasons. He had been married to Tigraine, the daughter heir, whose disappearance had set off the succession when Mordrellin died. Next was Tomadrell Marilyn, House Bard, and then Court Bard. He had a joy at first, intelligent and witty, a laughing man. He used the tricks of the game of houses to aid her to the throne and help strengthen Andor when she had it. But she kicked his ass out because of a drinking obligation again. Amongst other things, he called Morgase, quote, a puppet of Tarvalon. And he meant it as a slur. Tom, he meant that as a slur.
That's messed up.
So,
Right?
yeah. Thanks,
Yeah.
Rob.
It sucks to be the minority.
It
I
hurts.
recently learned this as a woman.
You're a woman?
No, there's
I know.
more women than men. You're not a minority.
I know, there are, but oddly enough, they still vote against us, so that's weird. And
Yes.
different. And not actually that different, but fuck y'all. So, done. Anyways.
There was.
It is a shitty thing to be a puppet sometimes, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Yeah, that felt
Shitty thing to be
bad.
a puppet sometimes. Shitty thing to be a puppet sometimes. Hey, hey.
Puppet.
She also hooked up with Gareth Britton and Gabriel. Those are the four that she's thinking of. Those are some powerful people, though.
yeah.
But she considers them. Gabriel, she considers the quote the crown to her list of bad choices. Nice.
Bad choices, yep.
Nice.
That crown.
Tom's like, hey, thanks. Come
I
on,
know
I'm
that
just
crown will-
I'm just juggling here.
One of those songs.
Yeah, come on. Lenny shows back up with Talonvor. She's like, "Yep, here's your man." And Talonvor's like, "So I guess your meeting went poorly with Gabriel, huh?" She's like, "Don't do that."
He's like,
Says,
what? What? You didn't have a good date?
Can't hear anything.
Yeah.
What? Did he make you sit in the back seat? Anyway, yeah. Go on. Okay,
Well,
you can't hear
remember
anything.
that I am your queen,
Oh, I
young
can.
Talonvor. Whatever you think may have happened, I am Queen of Andor. She asks, "How many loyal guards are there?" He's like, "Counting me,
One.
me."
Yeah.
Maybe in the outskirts, but these are all Gabriel's men. And in fact, he had him swear a new oath. The oath is now to hold on. The new oath, or fuck, I had it.
It's to the throne, right?
It's not to the. It's to the
It's a law.
to the throne and law, not the queen.
Yeah. Oh, did we miss a drinking obligation? I had a note.
Oh, talk to me.
He said, "I'm not a boy. I'm not a boy," he said, jerking upright where he knelt.
All right,
See,
there we go.
Yeah.
Good call,
HR.
Good call, Tom. I can't get them all.
It's okay. That's
You
what
know
that's what I'm here
there's so
for.
many.
Just helping you jerk upright where you kneel.
That's right. I
Like that?
love this energy so much. This is
Yes.
so much fun. I'm like a little kid inside my tummy. I'm so
Whoa.
happy. I'm so happy. So much fun. It's so much fun to have 3 puppets on a screen at one time. This is all I'm saying. It's
Who
pretty
knew?
amazing. I know. I think you guys need to like choreograph a dance or something.
We could if we want to.
I think you could. Oh well, I'm
No,
sure.
we could. That would be
We
so
could
easy.
do it if we want to.
Yes! I was hoping someone would finish that.
Because if your friends don't dance, and if we don't dance, then no friends
No
of
friends of
mine.
mine.
Yeah. I got you, brother Tom. Woohoo!
All right. So yeah, there's no soldiers. He does know he knows a guy who owns a bar. Pretty loyal. Named Basil Gill.
I mean, he is pretty loyal, to be honest.
And
pretty
Baskerville
awesome.
is, and this is the inn where they stayed the last time they were in town. Yes.
The Queen's Blessing.
Ah,
What did they call it in the show? They called it something else, like because they moved it to Tarvalon.
Oh, something crossing or something?
I don't remember. Maybe someone in chat will know. Chat, what'd they call the Queen's Blessing in the show? I don't remember.
They call
I
it
love
Cheers.
it.
It was a place where everyone knew your name.
where everybody knows your name. How many times am I gonna fucking sing poorly on this one episode?
So Talon Ward kind of goes off on her.
Yeah.
He says, quote, "Why have you waited so long? You must have known. You must have seen, yet you have waited while Gabriel tightened his hands around Andor's neck. Why have you waited?" And she's like, "It's none of your place to question your queen, young man. A loyal man I know as you are loyal serves without question." He's like, "All right, fine. That's unsatisfying. Here I was opening up. This was an emotional outburst. Could you have just given me something?" And she's like, "You don't question me, bitch." And he's like,
Why? All right, Kay. Why do you think Talavor is being all emo?
I don't know.
Okay, Josh. Why do you think he's all emo?
I don't consider him emo. I don't know. What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, he's
feel, I don't feel
emotional.
like he was.
Not emo like he wants to kill himself. Like emo
he's-
like emotional.
emo feels like down. And
No,
he's
he
very
just-
strong.
not
He's very
happy.
strong opinions right now.
He just yelled at the queen,
Yeah.
basically.
Well, he's trying to snap her out of it. Like he's trying to help her, and it does sound like this is the only person left that she has not exiled, that is still allowed to be there, and now is actually like helping her, and maybe has some insight into what has even happened. I don't know, but it does
Well, we
seem
know-
like that's obviously the.
Well, we do know he cried. He cried after taking the vow that Lord Gabriel forced him to take.
Sorry.
"Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I
Oh
cut
no!
myself,
Oh no!
too."
He didn't, brother Dad.
And
This is my emo Talon. Yeah.
I think
What's that song that they always sing? Tonight's the night that I will fall for you over and over again.
This looks like I do have a Cure kind of
Oh my god!
opening time down on Fascinations.
Yeah, it's Brother Robert.
Brother Robert Smith. I'm Brother Robert Smith Scissorhands.
Oh,
right,
shit.
Nolan Garden, exactly. Yeah, he swore in the old way. But there's also something going on with Bryn, like parallels with Bryn, Lord Bryn, and this dude.
Who said he's not emo? That's an amazing follow-up.
Exactly. He cuts his arm and is crying.
That's true. Yeah.
That's his emo.
Crying. He cuts his arm.
He's
crying on his knees in front of a woman while cutting his arm. It's pretty emo.
Thank you, Nova Garden. Rarely
Well
does
done.
chat back Ryan up.
This is
He
true.
swore the new
Ryan's
oath.
generally wrong.
I saw him afterwards alone behind the stables. That's how I knew who you meant. I found out his name. He did not see me. He was on his knees, tears streaming down his face. He alternated apologizing to you and repeating the old oath, not just to the Queen of Andor, but to Queen Morghese of Andor. He swore in the old way on his sword, slicing his arm to show he would shed his last drop before breaking it. I know a thing or two of men, girl. That one will follow you against an army with nothing but his bare hands.
All right, what is the soundtrack of that scene right now? Tom, go.
The soundtrack of Lenny telling her that.
Yes, and then we see it in a montage. We actually see him doing it.
Oh man, the song from Highlander.
I don't know.
The song that plays. Oh man.
So it's instrumental.
I'm just imagining like a dramatic instrumental thing. Yeah, like
the dramatic instrumental song from Highlander. The original Highlander.
I don't even know how that goes, Brother Tom, to be honest. I'm so sorry. This is one I cannot help you with.
All right, there you go. Matt's all right. Chat's coming in with some real answers.
Hurts. No.
That's beautiful.
Love hurts.
Okay, that's a good one. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
It's some sort of Slayer track for me, with like really grindy double bass and like super dark vocals.
I was thinking like 9 Inch Nails or Primus.
Yeah, 9 Inch Nails. Yeah,
Primus.
Primus. That's just a little too.
9 Inch Nails are Primus.
One spectrum or the opposite.
As one does.
Anywho.
So, Josh, to your point, Morghese is like, well, I can't go out looking like the queen. I'm way too hot. You need to ugly me up. Lenny, ugly me up. Make me look common.
This because it's a
Make me look common, would you?
Yeah. She's like, common me up, get some of that.
There's some obvious sexual tension between Morghese and
Lenny.
No. Lenny?
No.
What?
No.
If you're gonna lick the pussy, you might as well lick the taint.
No.
That's terrible.
I love the Ryan puppets in the background, going back and forth with the laugh.
What?
Horrible.
That is hilarious. That was great.
Talon Moore and the Queen.
Well, I mean, what would that even look like? Old Lenny's old. Oh, it's like someone took a handful of roast beef and threw it at the wall.
I'm telling you, the dark web. Go darker web. You'll find.
Oh
my
gosh.
No. So Josh is saying there's sexual tension between Talonvor and Morghese. Did you pick up on that, Kay?
So, okay. Fuck. Okay, the lineage here fucks me up. So
the lineage.
Lineage. What?
What?
WOT. Anyway, so yeah, it fucks me up here, but I think that there's all right. Who's the brother? Galad, or the
That's
one. Galad's the half brother. Gawain is a brother.
Gawain.
Yeah.
Gawain is the actual brother, and Galad is the half brother.
Correct. That's why Elaine's like, he's not my brother.
He's not my fucking brother.
Yeah, but she doesn't know about this one, right? Because isn't Galad older? And Gawain is like, shit. I see. I always
Galad is shit. You're right.
Well, Gawain might be shit.
Galad is the white cloak now.
Yeah.
Right.
He's the one that tells the truth no matter what.
It's like the white shit your dogs do when they eat a bone.
All right.
Fuck him. You know, like it's no good no matter which way you shit it out. But
Whoa.
All right.
Anyways,
So
moving on.
Yeah. So they're getting ready to go. They're like, fine, we're off. They
I don't know where this next one is, but I have another note of a drink moment.
okay on this page.
I don't know if it's this page. I think we might have passed it.
There were so many.
You are like a Hoover vacuum.
Hey man, you told me to watch out for them. I've been watching.
You're like,
Trying to do my job. It's man. Eventually, so the all right. Hold on. I have it highlighted in the Kindle. It's highlighted. Let me look. Eventually, she found her goal. A broad when they were heading to the Queen's blessing. That's when it is. Did we get there? No, we didn't get there yet. All right, sorry.
Yeah, we're on
Jump
our
the
way.
gun.
Yeah, we're at the we find the Queen's blessing.
Yeah. So she says. Eventually, she found her goal, a broad stone inn with a sign over the door bearing a man kneeling before a golden-haired woman with a rose crown, one hand on his head. The Queen's blessing. If it was meant for her, it was not a good likeness. The cheeks were too fat.
The cheeks were too fat. Yeah,
That's a good one. I like that one.
I did have that one.
I like thick cheeks.
It as well.
I do.
The young woman lay thrashing. Oh no, love it. No, that wasn't the part that I was going to read. I retract my statement.
retracted.
Thank you.
The woman was tied up as Gray walked around her in the dark.
I think my page slipped out of my hand.
50 Shades. So they get to the Queen's blessing. Yeah, the sign's a little fucked up. Has a fat queen. Morgase is like, well, maybe that was my mom.
Fat cheeks.
I know, that was so funny. She's like, yeah, that's probably my mom. Mm-hmm.
That's really funny.
Yep.
So Talonvor is in the stable. Basil Gill is in the stable. And two other people. There's a big, strong dude named Lamgwin. And he's got his girl, Brienne.
Okay. Yeah. Why the name?
Yeah.
Lamgwin?
That's my only question. Why the name?
Why the name? That's your note?
Yeah.
Which name are we referring to?
Lamgwin, I guess.
Lamgwin. It feels like sanguine, but that doesn't track.
Lamgwin.
You can say
It feels like lan. It's just.
Guys, we all need a Brienne in our life, though. It says, quote, I never knew a good man until I found Lamgwin or until he found me. The loyalty and love he bears for you, I bear for him tenfold. He follows you, but I follow him. I will not stay behind.
Yeah. That's a ride or die right there.
That's a ride or die. That could be a little... she's crazy sex. She's
oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Dana Lou,
but do not break up with this person.
Brianna's one of my
Yeah.
There we go.
Y'all so funny. That's amazing.
Oh, that's great.
Love.
With my husband, Lamgwin.
So Gil's like, where do we go, my queen? And it's Talonvor that answers. He says, it must be to Gareth Brent. And then he says, there is hard feelings against you amongst the great houses, my queen. But with Bryn following you, they will re-swear allegiance, if only because they know he will win every battle. She's like, fuck. I don't want to go to my old boyfriend. I kicked his...
No, God, please, no!
Yeah, that's yes, right there. But she doesn't say it. She's like, fine, very well. And she said she thinks, quote, no doubt he will leap at the chance to be Captain General of the Queen's Guard once more. And if not, she would manage well enough without him.
Little does she know.
He's pining after her daughter. Oh no, he's pining after
Swan Sunshine.
Swan, yeah.
Sunshine.
Fuckers.
Yeah, he's halfway across the globe right now.
Yeah, he's right. He's
chasing
he's out on the
tail.
hunt. Yeah, and he lost his hat. How sad. Silk hat.
He did lose his hat.
So they were riding hard.
Drink.
Is that a drink?
Yeah.
No, you could. All right. Then
Can I just drink anyway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
riding
that's open. Open season.
Oh yeah, open season, bro. Tom, let's go.
Brother Tom.
Throw it.
And then it shifts hard shift. Boom. To Padden Fane. Is there anything, Josh, that we missed in regards to Morghese?
I don't think so.
Encyclopedia Josh.
She is this is a big deal for her. She is leaving. She's breaking through a compulsion that seems to have been going on for better part of at least,
a year.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
She's also leaving Andor in the hands of a usurper. Like, that's how hard is that got to be for her?
The first king of Andor coming up.
Yeah, exactly, because they were just talking about all this shit. Now they're kind of fed up with having a queen. They want to change things up.
Well, there's never been a king. There's always been a queen of Andor.
Yes, exactly. They talk about that, and so they're like, it's been just this succession of, it's just constant, right?
Yeah.
Anyone else remember this? Okay.
Yeah.
So, we shift to Fane. Yeah. He's hanging out
in the White Tower, right?
White Tower, yeah. He does use the term that he was distilled at the Pit of Doom and remade, but later in Eredal, he had been reborn to smite old enemies anew. So he's there because he has, quote, a hunger to be whole.
Whole, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's down in the down in the basement.
Oh, question.
In the storage. Yes.
Okay, so the dagger, does it, as he's describing, like, he feels more, like he wants to feel full again, like a complete person, kind of is how I read that. So does the dagger, I guess this question is for Josh mostly, like, do you think that the dagger, like, pulls parts of the people, like, into it or something, and that's why they don't feel, they're constantly drawn to it, they know where it's at, and then, well, they don't always know where it's at, I suppose, but they're always drawn to it, and they don't feel complete without it, and it's always like this mental health challenge.
Yeah, I mean, once it gets a hold on you. I mean, my theory is it has something to do with the darkness, the thing in Shadar Logoth.
Right.
That they ran from.
Mm-hmm.
And that the dagger somehow is like connected to the evil that killed the whole city. And that Morghese is like a crystallization of that evil.
Right, like the tangible version.
Right.
Yeah.
And so the dagger is, Matt, despite being connected to the dagger, was never a part of him in the same way that it was part of Morghese. Morghese.
So do you think the dagger?
I mean, aren't they like the same? They're scissor friends. That's
Were?
apparently what I've done. No backing out now.
Do you think the dagger was like in Shadar Logoth, like just left there and tainted, or is it a creation of Morghese? Like, did he create it?
Again, just wild surmise here, but I think it is something that became a crux as a part of that story.
Nothing is wild surmise.
Like a
from your brain,
Horcrux?
Josh.
Like a Horcrux, kind of. I mean, not with someone's soul in it necessarily, but like that. So, if I remember correctly, and it's been a while since I thought about this, but the reason that Shadar Logoth fell was because they withheld their promised help to Manetheren. And that greed that drove that somehow crystallized into the dagger.
Okay.
Whether it was smelt as a part of that or was a part of a gift that someone in Manetheren gave to them, and therefore...
Well, to your point, you're right.
There was a bunch of treasure. Okay, yeah.
Right, so let's follow Daniel's line of thought there. Then, if he had just taken some gold, would he have been tainted?
Yeah, that was my question. Mainly is like, even that whole hoard of treasure, was that actually there, like, since the city fell, or did Mordeth actually like create that as a trap, and is it like part of him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Mordeth needed a vessel. Mordeth couldn't leave the city because he had been disembodied. He needed a vessel, which is why the distillation of the Dark One of Padden Fane created the perfect opportunity for him to escape.
Like he was an absorbent sponge just waiting for
right. So had Padden Fane already found the dagger, and is that how Mordeth entered Padden Fane? That's always what I kind of assumed, but I have no validation for that.
Yeah. I know it's weird, but that does feel oddly accurate. And I know the puppets can't say shit, so stop nodding, Brother Tom.
But I like the idea of it being like a honeypot, essentially. Like,
right?
The treasure was the honeypot.
Yeah, like the little like thing that drew them to it, but like didn't necessarily corrupt them.
Perhaps.
Well, I think it was Moraine who said, "Don't touch anything. Don't take it.
Right. Don't touch
anything.
Yeah,
she was even a stone. She said,
"Fucking touch a shit. You don't know what."
She even said a splinter of wood can kill you here.
It's like me taking my kids to a museum back in the day. I'm like, just don't touch it.
Oh my gosh, the most nerve-wracking thing in the world, right?
So Skeeter, he just yes to end the dagger. Is that what happened?
Like, oh, okay, taking the dagger, fine. Blue, going to the dagger.
Transferring essence.
And done. Good job.
I like it.
What? Was there any proper safe way to get rid of this dagger, or did the White Tower just have no choice but to just leave it in a storeroom?
Well, how do they find it? How does he find it in this chapter? Well, I guess he is a they.
It calls to him.
It can be.
But I mean, like physically, where is it?
It's
in a storeroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't it in like a lead lined box?
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
So like, think of it like, like a radioactive, like plutonium or something. That's how they were treating it, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they had a guard. Well, a
guard.
Poor little woman that got
probably like an accepted or something.
Yeah, I know. Like not even. I don't think because she just seemed like very low on the totem pole. Because they're like, well, just you can be offed if like anyone gets close to here.
It's just another. It's just another. It's just more proof that the Aes Sedai really were overconfident in themselves and the White Tower. Like, oh, we don't need to really guard this room full of terangrial or weapons or whatever, and put this incredibly radioactive dagger down here and just put some young girl who doesn't really know anything in front of the door, because no one could get here.
It's almost like taking top secret documents all the way and just putting it in a basin and
just
in a hotel somewhere.
And just like no, we'll put a lock on it. Yeah. We'll put a stout lock on it.
They even looked in the safe.
Yeah.
They looked in the safe.
Yeah.
They looked in the safe.
How dare the FBI be competent in their searches?
Oh God.
Well, we did learn that there was a ward set on the lock.
Good job.
Yeah.
I'm drinking to that.
It says, "quote That young fool's task tonight was to monitor it. Had she done as she was supposed to, you would find a dozen warders and as many Aes Sedai outside this door now. She's paying the price of her stupidity."
Yeah. No, I loved this scene. This was so good.
This is Alviaren.
So good.
Alviaren pops in. Alviaren is
cold, ice cold.
Ice cold.
Well, she's white.
That's true. She is a white.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, this is the white.
Tracks.
This is the white Aja that we suspected was a dark friend from the beginning.
Yeah.
Who Elida confided in
I
before
do like the idea of the white
moving against Schwan.
being the
Schwing.
Well, Alviaren is also the keeper of the Chronicles as of now.
Currently, yeah.
Right. No.
Keeper of the Chronicles.
Fane does not know her. She knows of him. He's like, "You're Black Aja." She's like, "Don't say such things.
Don't say that.
Dare you? That's rude. That's just rude."
Yeah.
That's rude. Don't do something like
Says,
I could
"Tales of
dispose
Black
of Elida."
Aja are a vile slander against the tower." And he said it. Said it again. He's all, "Fuck you." I'll say what I want. Fuck off. She's like, so she has no idea about his association with the blade as well. She's like, "Hey, that blade's dangerous. You seen that shit? That's why it's kept up there. Why are you going for that?" He's like, "Don't ask me questions, dummy. I'm better than you."
I mean, we also, a little tidbit there. Like, I guess we kind of knew it happened, but she just said we have confirmation where she says when Suan Sanchi was under the question, so they tortured her.
Right.
Correct. Under the question, correct. She begged to tell us of them.
Which is, that's rough. Was it Alviaren and the Black Sisters torturing her? Or is that just, like, was Alviaren just part of the Aes Sedai who questioned her?
Well, it did say she begged to tell of them. Elida would not hear of it and will not.
That's true. Okay.
So I assume that Elida was either there or heard about it. And was like,
right.
"Don't."
Right.
And Elida just has the blinders way up. Oh, no Black Aja here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Nothing to see here.
We have Fane says, "Hey, I can kill Elida if you want to be in charge." Alviaren's like, "Nah, second suits me just fine. Don't worry. I got this."
She's talking about it being more powerful than, like, right? Did you get that, Josh? I felt like she was talking about it like the second seat being even more powerful from where she was standing.
Well, yeah, because if
her intentions, yeah,
the failures go up.
right.
Yeah. If something goes wrong, they look at Elida,
Right.
not her. Makes sense. Good point.
Well, I'm in management and it sucks, so kind of dealing with a bit of that myself these days.
So what does it mean that Padden Fane nicks himself with the dagger as he puts it away? Is this going to blow back?
Right? Okay, I felt like it was sorry to, like, run in there with an answer that I don't think is right, but I
just that's you are like Charlie Brown and Lucy and the football all rolled into one.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. Okay.
Go on. That was great.
Alright, so it wasn't about Charlie Brown.
Patent Fane nicking himself.
So then he licks it, and I thought that he like re-upped his, like he leveled up his kind of powers of the dagger situation, or like just because Matt was the last one to
dagger powers activate.
I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I again didn't think it was correct.
Yeah.
Just
every time someone has been stabbed with that thing, including like 3 pages ago, what
they
usually
just die this horrible suffering death.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He's not even like.
He's like, oh, a paper cut.
Yeah, so we can all be assured that Loyal and Uno are dead after episode 8 of season 1.
I don't know how they're gonna get around that.
They both got magic knifed.
Oh yeah, they did.
But they're in the sizzle reel. The sizzle reel.
And Rafe confirmed that Loyal still lives.
Rafe.
Which is such a Robert Jordan thing for him to do. Like, Robert Jordan never
watch him find out.
No,
like we do this show because Robert Jordan has answered all the questions, right? Like, he just loves answering questions. No stone has been unturned. And
there is no. Yeah, exactly.
So amazing.
Gosh, I love
that was a crazy. All right, off the high horse, but that was the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. I lost so much respect for that guy when he did that shit.
When he confirmed that Loyal wasn't dead.
Oh well, I mean, just that was the straw that broke all the camelbacks. But like that was just the dumbest thing.
If you're gonna have a different
half hour after the episode drops, he's like, "Oh, everyone, calm down. He's not dead." I'm like,
"Loyal's not dead. Don't worry." I'm like, come on.
Yeah, have you ever seen?
That'd be like at the end of season 1. I'm sorry, brother Dan. I got all excited. That'd be like at the end of season 1 of Game of Thrones. Like the showrunners are like, "Oh yes, don't worry about it. Brad's friend lives. He's just paralyzed. Don't worry about it." Like the cliffhanger matters.
Yeah. No, 100%. That would have done.
Why would you do a cliffhanger? Sorry, brother Dan. Go on.
Tom, have you ever seen The Princess Bride?
Yeah.
So when the grandpa's reading the story and the Buttercup falls into the sea with the snakes, the eels, that hiss only louder when they're about to eat human flesh, and then he stops and he goes, "Now the princess doesn't die here," and he's like, "What?"
I'm just telling you because you looked nervous.
And he's like, "I was maybe concerned."
You look
concerned.
Just look concerned. I don't know.
So yeah, we got Rafe telling now the eels don't get Loyal.
Yeah.
Now
they don't get him now.
Now Loyal survives this one.
And we all go, "What?"
And that it really would have been a perfect time because all the book people would be like, "There's no way he could be alive," and no, it would have been so great to let that ride out.
It would.
I think it would have been great if he just died. They're just like.
It would have also been
they're like,
of the wheels. So
dare you?
Let's just change this whole fucking. All right. Anyways,
they're like, we market tested the Loyal costume, and it turns out that people are not enjoying it. So executives,
you know what?
It's like the Hunger Game. Executives come in and be like, kill Loyal.
Well, I really liked Hamed. Hamed was great. I thought he did a great job.
Oh no, I don't blame him. I just
anyway. Me either. He didn't make the costume.
Guys, we got. He didn't.
There's a book. We're reading it.
A book, yeah. So I want to read.
Can I say one more thing about the show, real fast?
Yes.
Elliot Edits has a great version of Ogier Women, and I thought that was fun.
Okay,
if
everyone, go
check
it
out.
Yeah.
New turnings, why not? Throw them all in there with like weird ass costumes, big tits, and doesn't make any sense.
Only ass costumes though. Nothing else is costumed but their asses.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. More like tape in the right places. Strategically placed tape.
Strategic tape.
The black X's. We all know the black X's.
You know.
So Fane here gives his CV, his credentials, to Aviarin. And I want to read this aloud. It says, "I have seen Thakandar, Saying that hurt. The memories it brought were agony. He refused to whimper, forced the words out. The great sea of fog rolling and crashing in silence against the black cliffs, the fires of the forges glowing red beneath, and lightning stabbing up into a sky fit to drive men mad. He did not want to go on, but he made himself. I've taken the path down to the belly of Shio Ghul, down the long way with stones like fangs brushing my head, to the shores of a lake of fire and molten rock. No, not again. That holds the great Lord of the Dark in his endless depths. The heavens above Shio Ghul are black at noon with his breath. So apparently there's a long way and a short way in.
Yeah.
He took the long way. He went down the long way with the stones like fangs brushing the head. I wonder what perils are in the short way. But but this is a pretty fucking gnarly. I mean, it does have very Tolkien, Mordor vibes.
Yeah, it does.
Especially with the fires of the forges, just permanently glowing. That reminds me fully of Tolkien.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tolkien was a huge influence on Robert Jordan.
Right.
But that's so that's a bit of doom, ladies and gentlemen. That's Shio Ghul.
Whoa, isn't it beautiful? Yeah, so easy to recruit people. You're right.
Tom, you stayed for the whole seminar. You did show interest in a condominium timeshare in Shio Ghul.
I was thinking on the slopes of Thankendar, just above.
We have beautiful units up there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Nice thick walls really drum out the sounds of the screaming and the forges.
Yeah. But you know what? It's as if it's always sunset.
Yep.
And you'll need it to be downwind.
Because the skies are as black as night at noon because of his breath. So,
but you know what that means? No sunburn. No sunburn.
No sunburn.
Never need to buy suntan lotion again.
Imagine a place of always night. Now you can have that.
In sweet, beautiful Shio Ghul.
Darkwind's breath. That's so yeah, that was rad. I kind of like that. The heavens.
No, that was it is sick. I love when he what's it called? Exposition.
Yeah.
When he does that
when he expositions.
Yeah, that's totally how language works.
Yeah. Just add s's to things, then it becomes a verb.
Yep.
Yeah, when someone has a faraway look in their eye and they're just muttering, they're usually saying cool things.
It's true. You're not wrong though in this book. It's true.
So that was impressive, Aviarin.
She was very impressed, but her breath was taken away. Even one would say.
Fuck. It's like me saying, "Yeah, I'm a Democrat," and someone's like, "Oh yeah, me too. I actually worked in the White House with Barack Obama for 3 years. It was and you're like, what? Shio Ghul.
Yeah.
How about the White House?
Shio Ghul.
The White House, Shio Ghul.
No, those are apt metaphors, Dan. White House, Shio Ghul.
Hey, White Tower.
Pit of Doom.
Death and destruction.
Dark One's breath.
Yep, all the stuff. All the stuff currently happening in our climate. In so many versions of the word climate. Shout out to Brent Weber. Sorry, bud.
The times they are a-changing. Speaking of change.
So Fane's like, I got to split. He says, quote, there were followers awaiting him outside the city. They should still be waiting. He had put fear into them. He hoped some of the humans were still alive.
I love that.
Fane is a bad motherfucker.
He really is, man. Even she's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Yeah. You are great. It was like almost like his Willow moment.
Yeah.
You are great. Is there anything else that I missed? We're talking about Morgase or Fane or subscribing, guys.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to our Twitter, we're like 4 away from 1,000, and this is like starting to agitate me that we just can't. Let's just make it even.
Somebody fondles balls.
So
So
fondle balls.
subscribe, because people fondle balls on this channel.
Find us on Twitter. Yeah, here's our Patreon. You guys,
I am quite the fondler.
Are the coolest. You guys all dress better than everyone. Everyone has the best hairstyles. Everyone wears cool shoes. It's so great. Our Patreon's the best.
Oh, we have an action camera. Action cam.
Action cam.
Look at Tom. Look at that. Look at that greasy smile.
Oh
This is what I mean by juggling balls, people. It's a fabulous piece of artwork by
Imagine
your
doing
pal
12
and mine.
Pebbles.
What? Spare of time.
Spare of time.
Spare of time.
Woman's circle business. I love it.
Fuck yeah, that is a gift from She Shall Not Be Named.
Oh.
All right.
All right. Is there anything else that I missed in any of these 3 chapters, or anything we want to talk about? We got Mogideon showing herself to the Black Aja. We have Morgase leaving Lord Gabriel and her precious throne of Andor.
Yes, but there was, I don't know if I missed this part, Brother Dan, Brother Tom, and Ryan. Josh
I'm here too. Thank you.
Josh is there.
Okay. Or Black Aja. Okay, so it goes into the ruby's not worth it, Fane, or whatever your name is. The blade is tainted, so none a fool would touch it except with tongs. You said all this? Or be near it for a moment longer than necessary. You can see what it did to Vereen. Is that Varen Reborn?
What?
No, I think that was the name of the girl who.
The name of the young girl, yeah.
You can see what it did to Vereen. Why is there only one? Why? Why do we have Varen and Vereen? Why would he do that to us?
He got lazy.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe related, maybe not. Read and find out.
Wow. Okay.
Fane is gnarly. Fane, quote, he licked at a splash of blood on his hand and giggled as he picked up the sheep.
Oh no, that's so great. I mean, he's
awesome.
uber powerful.
He's just giggling and I mean, he's
Clearly.
just laughing uncontrollably.
He nailed a Murdril to a door.
Yeah.
He nailed a Murdril alive.
I know.
He was alive.
I would have chosen a side of a house, maybe a barn, but
Not a door?
He chose a door.
It's because he's a badass.
Yeah,
but he's
that's
also
a wild
crazy.
man. True wild
And
man.
he nailed him through his eyeballs. There were 2 daggers into his eyeballs.
Yep.
And there were scrapings on the door from its heels.
Kicking. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, is that like in Mistborn?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Inquisitor? No.
Oh, the spike. Yeah. The metallurgy.
Oh man, I forgot their names. It's been so long.
There's so many names. 2,700 to my last count, Brother Tom.
Yeah.
To my last
count. That's canon now.
So we did learn some stuff, guys. We learned that Alviarin is a confirmed dark friend. We learned Fane has the dagger back. We learned that Mogideon is in charge of hunting down Nynaeve. These were some processing chapters. They weren't the most exciting, but there were some processes going on.
Yeah.
For sure.
We certainly processed it.
Steel Inquisitors.
Oh,
Steel Inquisitor. Yeah, there you go.
My brain caught up with me. Sorry.
Why am I doing that? What is somebody please stop me from singing anymore?
It's okay.
And and Elaine and Nynaeve are now part of the circus full time.
Yeah, I mean, anytime Pat and Fane comes on the screen, some shit's about to happen. But
sure. All right, so I gave you guys time. Give me your favorite Linnyism right now.
Oh man,
I forgot about it. Oh man, is that?
The only thing I could think of was a quote from a book that I don't remember, or it's a quote from somewhere and I don't remember where. But sex is like kicking death in the ass while singing.
Oh, how do you top that? Done. I'm out. No,
that's a good way to end.
I cannot top that. That's.
I win.
You win.
You win.
Yeah. I win.
Josh, do you have a Linnyism?
Yeah, I win.
No. Not a good one.
Yeah, the only thing I have is Linny insisted on coming.
She did.
Okay.
That is a Linnyism. She's known for that.
I have heard that.
She's known for that.
Yep.
If you're leaving, she's coming.
I mean,
If life gives you lemons, add
come
gin.
a lot. Come a lemon.
Come along.
Oh, all right. There you go. All right, guys.
We're workshopping.
I think we're done.
Can I make a shameless plug?
Yes, please.
Yay! So, I'm wearing a shirt. It's for Dragon Mount, and I have a fun announcement. We are going to get the chance to interview Raimi Park and Dan DeFleiss, I think is how you pronounce his name, which is the writer and director of the Origins short films, little shorts that they do on the Amazon Prime extras on the X-ray thing there. And just check out the Dragon Mount YouTubes and podcast for when that gets posted.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Super excited.
Awesome. I kind of watching the X. What's it called? X-ray.
That's like the behind the scenes thing that Amazon calls their shit, but they're Origins. That's the name.
Oh, watching that, it's like I kind of wish the whole fucking thing was animated.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like it is, the animation style is really cool too.
I like
really
it. Like it's messy, but detailed messy.
Yeah,
you're just able to do so much more with animation, right? Like the sky is the limit. Not even like the past the sky. There's no limits, actually. Yeah.
There's no issue of capturing scale.
Yeah, exactly.
In animation. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an amazing episode of the LeafCast. Thank you, Brother Tom, for joining us once again. You'll be around as much as we will. We want you around as much as your puppet can handle.
As much as you can endure me.
Oh man, each and every week, brother.
Dude, you're an endorphin boost.
You are. You're amazing.
Hashtag woohoo. Case Nice and I with the new moving camera technique. We're upgrading the production.
I'm doing the Running Man.
My stand broke.
That is amazing. All right, everybody, until next week, run for your lives. This is The Way of the Leaf.
Bye.